I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
Good afternoon, y'all. Yeah, good afternoon, y'all. Good afternoon. I meant to do this live stream in the morning, but I decided not to. I'm halfway wondering should I do this live stream or should I not? And let me say this straight up. What's going on, George? Yeah, let me say this straight up before we get here. Before I address any point, don't come over here and saying or accuse me of celebrating anybody's death. And when you do, if you decide to be foolish to do it, you are going to bear the responsibility of that. That's going to be on your shoulders. So I suggest you're going to accuse somebody of celebrating, you better be specific on who it is. And when you do, you better damn well, I'm going to say it again, you better damn well, uh, your statement better be accurate. Now, let me sit here and say this right now. This lady um, went to Tanzania with this white man. This guy is Caucasian, um, and I find it very. Uh, the more you learn about it, it's very mysterious on how she is no longer in the land of living. Apparently, after she was engaged um, to this man, she was later found that they said there was a fight, an argument broke out. He had his separate room. She didn't, and she ended up. um, hung. Uh, and the Tanzania government, um, the Tanzania government has decided to withhold his passport until a proper examination and a proper autopsy um, has been made. But I'm not going to talk about that for you. You know what? Better yet. Let me just play some videos so people can get up on speed, because I really want to go in. Not only that, George, I'm gonna say this to to certain people. Since it's gonna be slander if somebody do, I will try to spend my gold coins to sue some of y'all. I'm not playing. I really am not. If you accuse me of that, I'm suing y'all. I'm gonna find out who you are. And I'm gonna start suing, because we ain't gonna do what happened on old girl's channel when she tried to accuse me of doing. I may not. Let me say it like this: some of y'all say things because you are who you, because of circumstances, but don't allow your circumstances to make you feel safe. Because I put them white folks in your life. I'll keep it right there. Don't fuck with me. All right. Anyway, now where was I at? So I know there are people saying there actually is no response. It should be indifference. You know, George, that's what I've been saying. But people over here saying, well, you hate black men. You know, the manosphere was saying, well, Big J, you hate black men. The black women will say, I hate black women. The BWE side will say, I hate black women. The black men will say, I hate black men. I'm sipping for black women. The BWE and the black women will say, well, I am putting white women over, above black women. That's what the BWE and that's what the sisterhood be saying. I'm gonna fuck both sides up though. You know, if y'all keep pushing that narrative about me, I'm about to fuck some of y'all asses up over here. For real. I'm not playing with y'all. Anyway, I know it's my anger is seeping in, because I don't like what y'all niggas did to me two months ago. Yeah, but anyway, um, now what if they found him innocent? Folks say the white man's icy colder. Hey, listen, I don't know Vita. Listen, but let me put this down. And since we're here, right? Choco Kitty, remember you got on old girl's channel and you was talking shit about me 2 months ago over the same topic that I'm talking about now? When you believe what old girl was saying? See, I ain't forgot about that bullshit y'all did two and a half months ago. And y'all acting brand new. I'll drop the link later on, because I'm a very vengeful person. I ain't forgot. I ain't forgot the slander and the lies y'all made on me. I ain't forgot about it. And before Christ, Jesus shut all the way the fuck up. Trying to protect Sharon. Protect Sharon's ass. Let me put this down real quick. Let me add this up here. So here it got so big. No, 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 no. You was up there cheerleading the other girl who made a video about me, and I saw what you said. Screenshots don't lie, baby. Let me get right back over here. Now, oh yeah, when Kobe and his daughter passed away, yeah, I remember when the women from the BWE and the Pink Pill. I remember this. Yes, B Dub. I remember and when was that? January, February 2020 when Kobe died, and you had scores and scores of women cheerleading that on. No, she's about to face some problems. She's about to face some problems. She better leave people alone. She about to face some problems. Some legal problems. Better leave everybody alone over here. And she ain't the one that I'm referring to though. The one you refer to, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the other one, Chaco. But since you brought that one up, her ass too. Better leave people alone. Now, where was we at?
Now to a growing mystery, the death of a lifestyle influencer, Ashlee Robinson, better known online as Ashlee Janae. Just days after popping the question overseas, her fiancé is now being held in Zanzibar by investigators trying to figure out what happened. CBS Weekend News anchor Jerika Duncan spoke with the family and has new details. Jerika.
Yeah, good evening, Tony. Ashlee Robinson was on the vacation of a lifetime. She was in Zanzibar, which is off the coast of Tanzania. She was there celebrating her 31st birthday. Her boyfriend of about a year and a half, Joe McCann, proposed to her on the trip, but terribly wrong. Police say Robinson was found unconscious in her villa and was rushed to the hospital where she died. Her parents tell me they received a call from McCann, the boyfriend, acknowledging that something had happened. But they say it was the resort where Robinson was staying that notified the family of their daughter's death.
Do you believe that Joe McCann had something to do with your daughter's death?
It's under investigation, and we don't know what went on.
It's under investigation, and like we said, we just want transparency.
Today, investigators in Tanzania held a news conference where they said they are questioning McCann and they are holding his passport until the autopsy results are complete. And Tony, we did reach out to McCann and have not heard back.
I want to say something. Now they went to Tanzania, right? I wonder. Now I'm going to think outside the box on this, right? I'm going to think outside the box because I'm going to be fair. Because I believe in maximum fairness, right? What if it's not him? What if it is not a self-deletion, but it's not him though? I mean, I know how people like to push narratives, but what if, and we got to we got to use our thinking caps rather than doing these internet talking points. What if there's a third party in this? And the third party, and I wouldn't say was in relationship with either one of them, but I'm saying the third party that saw the floss. since she and he was flossing, or noticed that they were foreigners and Americans or Westerners, and since he and her separated, she was the easy target. Am I the only one who thinking in more of a nuanced way instead of saying, well, he has to do it because he's a white man? I'm just saying. Okay? I'm just saying, what if? Okay? But I hadn't read, you know, much of the details into this, but they said a homeboy, I don't know why I'm saying using homeboy, but uh the white dude has a dark past, or there's some dark elements about him. Uh, I don't know. I'm not going to speculate because I hadn't read up upon it, right? And this is not what this live stream is about, right? This is about social media, and I have to blame social media partially because of this. Because guess what happened? And like what V-Dub said in the chat room, what happened to Kobe Bryant and his daughter? Notice the same people who are silent, or who are accusing black men of celebrating this lady's death, or were the same ones who were celebrating Kobe Bryant dying in January of 2020. You know, 2020 January 2020 was quaint compared to today. But anyway, keep it moving though, right? Or when Bacardi Henderson got stumped out in Greece, and then your girl Cynthia G was tap dance on the grave of Bacardi Henderson when he got stumped out in Greece. Or when Alfred White got hung in Jasper, Texas, in the woods, solely because they found out that his wife, his widow, was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Caucasian woman. Or when Bolton John got shot by Amber Geiger. Your girl Cynthia G and a few others on this platform went ahead and condemned Bolton John because he supposedly took pictures with white women. For me, or he put white women above black women. Now we got this tragedy. She doesn't deserve, this woman does not deserve it. But the problem is I blame social media for part of what's going on. So let me go ahead on Twitter, right? We down here on Twitter, right? Miami influencer Ashlee Janae, 30 found dead in Tanzania, died after being engaged on the same trip. Reportedly, so RTTV. This guy named Reclaim One D1 said, notice how all her captions are hints at soft life and taking subtle but obvious shots at black men. All of that is over now. John McCann, yeah, that's his name. Strangle her in hunger, life of state, yeah. That's what they're saying over here. You see, and see what they, this is the reason why I hate stories like this, right? They're already accusing her of being a, like right here. He said, I thought she was a social media business and was an entrepreneur. I swear modern women have a great way of masking the fact they're selling pussy. You mean to tell me she was flying private, taking helicopter rides, driving limbos, and doesn't have any money to save up for emergency? This is what you call tapping pussy backwards. Right, right. Oh yeah, here is big, the main one himself, right? A woman named Ashlee Janae had a long history of zaddy worshipping. When went on vacation with her current zaddy, end up unlive under questionable circumstances. People in her comment section was giving her warnings months ago. This is very unfortunate, but if you late, this is the reason why I have a problem with black social media and the hypocrisy of it, right? But if you lay with lice, you will pay the price. Tariq, I want somebody. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm over here, y'all. I'm over here, y'all. Y'all, forgive me. So Tyreek sit here and said this on Twitter, right? He said this on Twitter, and um, and Ruth, that's been my problem with black social media. Is this shit? This shit is what the fuck I'm talking about. I find black people over sensationalizing this situation. Yeah, it's stupid. We don't even know what. Nobody knows what happened, but everybody wants to speculate and put and try to do these stupid ass takes, and and then they try to find an excuse to gender war. I refuse to confuse trauma bonding cult for a community. Oh yeah, do not forget Chadwick Boseman caught grief from Cynthia G because she gave a white woman an acting role. Yeah, I remember that. It was an acting role, or was it a producing role? I forgot what it was. Yeah, I remember that. That's why I want the social media companies to be breaking up into 1,000 different pieces. Because there's terms of service, there's community guidelines which says no hate speech, but then people do what? Hate speech. And they monetize off of hate speech. That's been my main problem concerning black social media, especially black YouTube. And here's what Tyreek says, right? Now Tyreek had no fucking business talk. I'm gonna tell you why Tyreek has no business. Tyreek Nasheed, you said if you lay with lice, you would pay the price. Tyreek, who is your wife? She's half of one, right? She's half of lice. I want you to understand, though, I'm hitting both sides because I just named Cynthia G. Now you see me attacking Tariq Nasheed for being hypocrite. I want y'all to notice both sides can get it, because a lot of y'all are stupid as hell, and y'all want to trauma bond rather than getting help offline. But let's look, however, let's look at the Now, this is what she had posted, right? Every day, black men wake up and find new ways to embarrass us. Okay, so yeah, like she posted that, and then say same one like that. What's that Steven guy? That Steven guy that got shot in California. Uh, he got shot, and they found out he made derogatory statements about black women on his social media accounts. I'm just saying, you know. Let's see what this one say. The same niggas bashing black women be the same niggas calling me traitor for dating a white man. The fuck out of here. Okay. You know what? Since Twitter is the gate of hell, you see, SBE, so somebody already trying to shame, blame, explain up in here. We as black men need to stop taking their masculine black woman mouths too. We are the only men that put up with their shit, as she and others find out that they will they will delete you running your mouth. Yes. Shame, blame, and explain. Let me see else. This also this person say, hold on. Let me see what this also say. Yeah, somebody warned her, you know, anyway, let me go back over here. Anyway. Uh-oh. See, somebody already did this already. You see how ridiculous black people do stupid shit like this. This Tyler Perry bullshit. Now you got this brother going to the same resort with this white. Oh, I think this is a black woman he's with, or a mixed woman. I can't. Yeah, he said the difference is she's still breathing and Ashlee isn't. Anyways, I think me and Miss Prize is having steak tonight. What about y'all? Well, I'll be damned. Social media. I blame social media part of the blame for this shit, because it promotes this shit. It gives, and I was trying to tell DJ Witch Doctor the other day, and Candy Cane. I was trying to tell him why Jay Prince is a problem. And a lot of people don't want to see the pattern. I don't know why some people don't want to. They don't see the pattern. The pattern I see is that who is being promoted, who is not being promoted. They rather sell you buffoonery in disguise of being authentic, quote unquote, rather than being level-headed in the mirror. You know, yeah, it's stupid right here. You know, you scroll down a little bit. Oh, you see this? Ain't nothing worse than a broke ass bed wench. See, yeah, yeah. I've been here long enough to see both sides doing this. And you got a friend right here asking for justice. I hope she receives it. I hope she receives an answer to you. Here come this guy with the SBE. Don't get chopped and then screwed hungry. Hold my beer. He showed his, yeah. Let's play this real quick.
Whose fiance says she hung herself on her birthday, and everybody says he's lying and he needs to be investigated. Trigger warning. According to rumors and gossip, which may or may not be true, Ashlee Janae, an IG model and soft life influencer, flew to Tanzania to celebrate her 31st birthday with her boyfriend, Joe McCann. And shortly after, she disappeared completely. According to Ashlee's latest Instagram post, she was having a fabulous time in Tanzania with her boyfriend, taking glamorous pictures, spending time with animals, and even being proposed to during the trip. A week later, everybody's wondering what happened after a woman named Savannah Britt came to Twitter to share this shocking message. She wrote, "We need justice for my friend Ashlee Janae, who was found dead in her hotel in Tanzania, and her fiance, Joe McCann, claims she hung herself. And anyone who knows Ash knows she would never commit suicide. We need answers now." Ashlee, who reportedly represented the soft life, shares some questionable posts about Black men and men in general. But in her latest post, she seemed to have finally met a man who could give her the experiences that she wanted. Sadly, those experiences included a one-way trip to Tanzania. Although there have been no official reports about her death, Ashlee has not posted to her social media since her birthday, and everyone believes the rumors that she is dead, but no one believes that she were in her life that way, not on her birthday. What's crazy is,
Yeah, I'm not gonna play her entire video.
after some digging, netizens found old comments where a fan warned her that her boyfriend was going to kill her. And when you look at Joe's social media, he has never mentioned Ashlee at all. In fact, he's continued to post after she was reported dead, like nothing ever happened.
Really?
Again,
Really? Well, I think that we might need a timestamp on that. We might need a timeline on that. You know, we might need a timeline on that part. I'm interested in that. I want a timeline on that. But anyway, let me drop the link then, and it better not be no bullshit. Cause I a lot of y'all hypocrites. Okay. I'm gonna drop the link because I guess somebody want to talk. I guess. I mean, let me go on my YouTube since this. Yeah, hold on. Let me do this real quick. How come it's not getting on my YouTube? Hold on, let me get on my YouTube. It's not showing. The comments not showing up on YouTube. Since Charcoal Kitty want to talk, so I'll give her the link. Yeah, yes, they do. Charcoal Kitty. Anyway, it's really I'm starting to believe, right? I'm starting to believe certain things. I believe some of this are just distractions. I'm not denying what's going on, right? But because of the black gender war and how black people supposedly, we always on this Tyler Perry bullshit. And when I call the Tyler Perry arguments, right, it's always black people's first statements has to do with relationships, our obsessions with relationship talking and sex and mating. And it seems that the big wigs who run the tech firms, since they're involved with government. Now, I don't want to be no conspiracy theorist, but I believe this is a way to distract us or distract people from something else. It's kind of like how it's how like I viewed the whole Cesar Chavez um issue. It created a wedge between the Latino community. And that comes off the heels of the whole ICE and illegal immigration. Um, where what Cesar Chavez may have done, that's not even the argument I'm making. The argument is they use certain stories to push a narrative to get you off of the focus of what the establishment is doing. I hope people understand where I'm coming from because I want people to actually think for once. And some of y'all are on that bait, keep taking the bait and switch our arguments. You know, and it really is a shame that this is occurring. Um, Wait, I'm sorry. I'm looking something happened outside. Looking at something outside. Anyway, there's nothing else I want to add on to this. Um, there's a link. Go to my other channel, Choco Kitty, and um, you know what? Let me try to put down the link again. Let me try to put down the link again. Hold on. Let me see if I can put the link again in the chat because StreamYard is messing up bad. See, hold on. Let me go ahead and pin. You know what? I'll pin the link. I'll pin the link. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Um, yeah, let me do that. Let me do this real quick. Let me just post it down here. Let me try it again. Let me see. Why can't I pin it? It's my own shit. Huh. Ain't ain't that something? Hold on, do this again. Go to my Big J 2020 channel, and you'll find it. Go to Big J 2020, and you'll find it. Better yet. Better yet. I'll do this then. Hold on. Let me switch over to my other account. Let me switch over to my other channel real quick. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. I need overlay. Real quick. Yeah, let me put this overlay up real quick. Okay. Here she is.
Hey, Big J. How you doing?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, hi, how you doing?
All right.
Okay, so yeah, I don't have too much to say about this because I haven't really been following it, but I mean, the only thing I really have to say is it seems like people are already coming to the conclusion that he's the one who killed her. But from what I heard, I mean, she apparently hung herself. I don't know, like what words you don't really like to be used up here. So just let me know. But so the thing is, if they do an autopsy, they're gonna figure out like which one it was. I thought they had already done the autopsy, so I didn't realize they hadn't done it yet. But there's no way he's going to just be able to just hang her or whatever without any sign of a struggle. So, that's not going to happen. Like the room would be messed up, or he would have scratches, or she would have his DNA under her fingernails or something. You can't just hang somebody without like there being obvious signs. So I have a feeling that regardless of what the autopsy says, Black people are still going to go with this narrative that it was him. But who knows? Maybe it was him. I mean, I don't know, because I mean, he's not perfect, and they're saying already that he had like some kind of shady past. So maybe maybe he did. Who knows? There's no telling. But as far as trying to make it a race thing, that's the part that's hilarious to me, because we already know the stats on like Black men and their level of violence against women, and femicide and things like that. So it's like, dude, is that what y'all really want to talk? When I say y'all, I don't mean you. Just talking about Black people in general. Is that what y'all really want to talk about? Because it seemed like people don't really like talking about that. But since this man is white, then like, oh, all of a sudden he automatically killed her, and all of a sudden that's the reason why you should talk to Black men who would probably be more likely to kill you. So it's just stupid. Now, could she have vetted him better as a person? I'm sure she maybe could have. I don't know. I don't know him. But I think the last thing I was gonna say, oh yes. So the girl who I'm not gonna say her name, but the one who we were talking about, she said that she heard somebody say, at least a white man will give you a warning. No, a Black man will give you a warning before he kills you, and white men will just like kill you out the blue. And I agree with that for the most part. But my mom put it another way. She said that a white man at least would give you a good life before he kills you. A Black man will not do shit for you and then still kill you. So yeah. Now it's not okay to get killed, but I'm saying like men just commit violence against women. Men commit violence against women. So as far as trying to make it a racial thing, if you want to do that, you would have to kind of like show that a white man is more likely to be violent towards a Black woman than a Black man is. And I don't think that we could demonstrate. As far as I know, that cannot be factually demonstrated or statistically demonstrated. And then, like I said, I think people are just really mad at the fact that she appeared to be happy. Who knows? I don't know. But at least, in a material sense, it looks like people were jealous of her lifestyle, and they didn't like the fact that being with a white man was the quote unquote cost of having that kind of lifestyle. And that's pretty much it. And then the fact that it's coming from men that like never made a Black woman happy a day in their life, or never tried to make a Black woman happy a day in their life, it's just really cheeky. It's just really cheeky. She could have been with somebody Black and not got shit out of it and still got killed. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this. And I don't really have anything else to say about it until the autopsy results come out. But like I said, A lot of Black people, you can't convince of anything. It doesn't matter what they're going to be like. Well, I feel in my spirit, or something is telling me, I don't believe that she would kill herself, so it's just, I don't, I don't even pay attention to all that foolishness. And I feel like people probably feeling like they're forced to talk about it because they see everybody else talking about it. But as of now, we don't have any facts. And yeah, that's pretty much, all I have to say about it.
Okay. I got nothing else to say. I mean, for me, despite what's going on, right? Despite this is tragedy and everything, right? I think all of this is just a distraction, right? I think this is being promoted because nobody know who she was. I mean, CBS. I mean, why would CBS care about this? Why would CNN and TMZ would care about this? Or when this is the only story where it would raise up a certain section of American population, and I just believe though there are narratives being pushed and people are not thinking, are not seeing the patterns. It seems like every 2 weeks or every month there is a narrative being pushed. Do you see the same way, Choco Kitty, or no?
You talking about as far as like distraction from politics or something?
Yeah, I mean, the distraction from the economy, distracting what the government doing, distraction
I
from
mean,
whatever crisis that we may be in.
Uh, I mean, maybe so, but I think that it's kind of like I feel like it used to be that the media kind of told people what to talk about and think about, like, I mean, the mass media, but or the what is it called? I don't know. But now I think it's the opposite. People are going to see what people are talking about on social media, and then they'll start talking about it on the news. So, so I think now the news they talk about, they'll watch social media and see what people care about, and that'll kind of inform what they're going to talk about. So, no, not necessarily. I don't think that. What I think is that, and maybe this is a simplistic idea, but I just feel like people, including Black people, are just going to have to take responsibility for what they're devoting their time to, and what they're using their brain power on. So it shouldn't be that easy for somebody to just say, "Hey, look over here," and then you talk about this for 2 weeks until something else happens that doesn't have shit to do with your life. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's just something that we'll have to do. But like, I feel like if they didn't feel like people cared about it, they wouldn't be talking about it. And like I said, I never heard of her before either. I had never heard of her before this either. So.
Right.
Yeah.
That's, I'm like, well, this is somebody. This ain't no Tariq Nasheed, somebody who's been around, not just on YouTube, but in the making movies and music videos. This ain't some guy who's on social media who happens appears on Fox News every
Yeah,
blue moon.
I had never heard of her.
Yeah, so we never heard of her. So like, who is she?
But then again, I feel like Black men, for some reason, just have this overwhelming bitterness towards Black women. I just don't understand. I honestly don't get why. It's like, I feel like Black men want to have their cake and eat it too, So, because it's like, I'm gonna just keep it real. It's like Black men don't care that much about Black women. They don't care about Black women. You know what I mean? They don't really care that much about them, but it's a problem when they're doing XYZ. It's like, no, you don't actually care. So if you didn't care before, then don't care now. Don't only care when you see her with somebody that you feel like is making her happy, because that's a problem, So I'm always supposed to be some type of gotcha. Do Black women do the same thing? Yeah, but that's because Black men actually do try to like rub stuff in Black women's face. And I think Black women, for the most part, actually do care about Black men. Could I be, biased? I don't, I could be, but I think I'm being pretty fair in that assessment. Yeah, so I'm not sure why this guy that you showed, like, let's just imagine, you think that if it had been like the reverse, if his whoever that guy was with, he went to Tanzania, I guess, to try to prove something. If the woman he was with that killed him, do you think Ashley would have gone live and said, "Oh, well, only difference is I'm still alive"? No, it's like they have this obsession with black women, even when they don't mess with black women. So, I mean, I don't. It seems like y'all do get bothered by the stuff black women say about y'all. I don't actually really care, and I don't see why black women really care what black men say about them. I don't know. I do remember what you're talking about with the whole Kobe situation, but there were white women dragging Kobe too. And that's what Cynthia G was laughing at. It was the fact that how many white women were dragging Kobe. And then the whole Bakari thing, I'm not exactly sure. I remember that, but that was one of like those Stephon Clark situations, right? Where he was talking shit and then he ended up getting killed. It was something like that. So yeah, I think black women do have a problem with it, because I think, I'm gonna keep it real, I think if black women could have their way, it wouldn't be like, oh well, let me go get somebody white, or let me just try to harass black men until they see the light. They would just be with somebody black that's decent and be happy. But since that's not really an option, yeah, they do have a problem with it, therefore they talk shit. But black men actually do have the option of settling down and being decent and being with a black woman, but they just don't want to do it. They either want to spread their dick around and make a bunch of kids they don't want to take care of and be abusive. Yes, I'm generalizing. Or over in the black community, or they want to go and do the same thing in the white community, because the behavior stays the same. So as far as them talking shit about when black women get with white men, that's invalid, because nothing is stopping them from going out and finding a black woman to marry. So they should not be speaking on any black woman that's with a white man, as long as they got all these single mothers out here. So yeah.
Okay, but
Mhm.
yet you kind of
Mhm.
you remember the whole Cynthia G videos of well, your preferences,
Yeah.
you die by your preferences video she be making.
Yeah, yeah. That Kobe
So
video was legendary, man.
I understand, yeah, but okay, but 'cause there's something I'm gonna use the Kobe one. I'm gonna use I'm gonna take the Kobe one out of it, because that's a basketball player. He's well known. His wife is not black. But let's use another person who's the same as Ashley, and it was the opposite direction when his white woman, what's that guy in Hawaii, happened about 2-3 years ago. He got shot, or she went ahead and delete his ass.
I don't know. There was a guy that got stabbed up by
Yeah, stab. Yeah, that's right. That's
yeah.
right.
It
Yeah,
was a
she went and
Nigerian
stabbed.
guy.
Was he Nigerian? I
He
thought
was
he was
Nigerian American. He was Nigerian American. Yeah.
okay.
If you
Okay.
talking about the girl name was Courtney Clenny.
Right. Okay. Yes. 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 So okay, that's similar to what's happening over here, right? With this Ashley lady, right? So um you don't see how black men will feel when they see the comments from Cynthia, from the Brooklyn Blues of the world, or the BWEs, and the Pink Pill women who was dragging the
So
brother who was stabbed by that
that
white woman.
guy did talk shit about black women, or he was saying something as if, to try to make it seem like white women were better. That's why black women went in on him. And I think it kind of always follows the same storyline. Um, People will kind of start to take but it's kind of changing now, because now black women will see it and they'll be like, okay, it's not our problem, it's not our business. But that's because this whole damn time they've been trying to help black men, and it ain't, what I'm saying, it ain't getting black men nowhere, because they still doing the same shit, and it ain't getting them nowhere. So, and it's not
With
reciprocated.
charcoal,
Uh-huh.
with charcoal. You can't just sit there and say that when that issue happened in Hawaii. Okay, I'm sorry, when the Ashlee woman, if you play back earlier in this video and went back to her Instagram and her
Yeah.
Twitter account, she was making anti-black male
What'd she say?
statements on her channel.
Was okay, but okay, so now think about it, right? Think about it. What did she say? I don't recall exactly what you put on the screen, but it was something like it's the same black men that um do this. I forgot what she said, that are talking about whatever, me being with a white man. That's because when black women are on social media and they look like they're happy and it's somebody else that's another race that's doing it, yes, black men do talk shit. So I mean, do you think she was making it up, or you just think she shouldn't have said anything? You know, that's not the same as somebody saying dark bitches bring dark days, or um what the fuck I want black kids for, I'm already black, or oh my son's.
Wait. She made that statement already about she want to mix kids.
I mean, okay, well, I ain't see that. What she say? That's ignorant. Yeah, that's ignorant. That's ignorant.
But okay, but you can't. It kills me about to say like you're willing to see the men saying it, yet you don't see the other side saying it either. I mean,
I'm saying it's not the same thing. This
Yes,
is what
it
I'm
is.
saying. This is what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
All right. A white woman does not have to, and I'm not saying, okay, I'll make sure this come out the right way. I'm saying a white woman can find a white man in her community to make her happy, to treat her well. So she don't have to fantasize about how a black man is going to treat her. Yes, sometimes they will mess with black men because they have money, but that's the only reason. There's like no other reason that they mess with black men, unless you want to say like sexual reasons or whatever like that. So I just don't think it's fair that black men in general treat black women the way they do, and then have something to say when they go elsewhere. And then if a black man is treating a black woman decent, then they want to say he's a simp. To me, it just seems like they just don't want to see black women happy at all. But you can't say the same thing about black women, because it's not that they don't want to see black men happy. It's just they feel like, okay, well, the ties have been severed, so whatever happens to them, it happens to them. Oh well. But it's not because black women deserted them first. You see what I'm saying? But it's like black men, all the black men that's talking shit, they got the option right now to go pick one of their baby mamas to marry. While they talking shit about this girl, they could go, go go catch up on their child support, go take their child to the park or whatever the case may be. But they not doing that. They want to talk shit about this girl. Like, get it together.
As if white men ain't paying child support either.
Hold up, Big J. I mean that's why child support even exists in the first place, because of all of the illegitimate babies that the white men were making.
And guess what? It was a white man that came up with it.
Hold on. Hey, I listen to all of that, like, and I get even what you're saying, but this is the problem that I have with social media. As soon as people see these posts and stuff like that, it's, well, black men, or even on the other side, oh well, it's black women. No, you just got these niggas that are on here saying and posting some shit. That's not a demographic of 30 million people. I said it even in the chat. Like, I'm indifferent to this shit. I don't give a fuck what this chick say. At the same time, I mean, if that's your preference, a white dude, or if you prefer to just be with that person, whatever, that's on you. But I could care less whether you're happy or you're not happy or whatever. But even when I see posts like that, like, you got a fiance that's a white man, but yet you posting about black men all day. Like, are white men really your preference, or did you just get you a white man because your actual preference doesn't really fuck with you like that?
Okay, well, can I say something? Okay, so clearly this is a beautiful woman. So I mean, if black men don't fuck with her, then I mean, what is that actually saying? Why wouldn't black men fuck with her? So
let me know when I can respond, because hey, I done been married to two physically beautiful women in my lifetime. And
here's the other thing.
Let me finish responding.
Okay.
All right. And I could tell you like this, that shit changes real quick, and I guarantee you the new dudes that, at least my last ex-wife, I'm pretty sure he'll tell you the same shit right above now. Everything that glitters ain't gold. Okay, and I'm sure you know that there could be a handsome dude and all of that. Just because you're good looking don't mean that somebody's gonna want you after they get to know you. Like that just is what it is. So even just judging by her posts and stuff like that, it don't seem like she really had the best of personalities or anything like that. But I don't know the woman personally. I still don't think
Yeah,
she
I don't know.
deserved to pass on or whatever happened to her. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm totally indifferent to them. I personally don't think, black men as a whole. Like if you're, I don't even like hearing black like people on the internet speaking for an entire demographic, because I'm like, I got
Right.
my own
Right.
opinions, but I can't speak for all black men. So when these dudes come up here and say that, and I say the same thing even for a lot of the women, oh, I speak for all black women. No, the fuck you don't. The fuck
Yeah.
you don't. Because I know a bunch of black women that are individuals. They don't agree with each other. They see things differently. Maybe
Well,
they'll
yeah.
change their mind over the course of time. Like it is what it is. I think we should be moving as individuals when it comes to just our opinions and our outlooks on things. But at the same time, with this situation right here, this is black men should just be indifferent to it. This is more of a morality thing than it is a racial thing. Like for real, because this literally has nothing to do with black men whatsoever.
Yeah, it
This is
doesn't. It doesn't.
like
So yeah, you're right. They
her
shouldn't be
fiance
saying
was a
anything
white
about it.
dude. Yeah, her fiance was a white dude, and she's a black woman. What does that have? This has nothing to do with black men
Nothing
at
at
all.
all. Nothing at all.
Yeah,
And black men can't do shit about it either. Even if they did actually care, they don't. Which they don't. So but yeah, as far as I feel like there's two different types of black women. For the most part, now not everybody speaks like this on social media, but for those that do, okay, what two categories do we have? Those that state their observations about black men, and a lot of people don't like them, or they got the other side that basically likes to gaslight other black women and act like they don't see the shit that's going on, and basically try to appeal to black men, to try to, I guess, gain their whatever, the pick me's. So like, yeah, she's dating somebody white, but is she lying though? Is she lying? Because black men do embarrass black women. Like, as
well,
far as
I mean, I would ask. Well, I can't ask because she's passed on now, but I would ask her or anybody else that posts things like that. Like, are you speaking from I mean, you're clearly either speaking from an anecdotal perspective, like your own experiences, or maybe what you've heard or what you've read other people's
well,
anecdotal
no, okay,
experience.
so think
You don't
about it. Think
you
about it.
don't know enough of the entire gender
Right.
demographic to make that blanket
Don't
statement.
it don't matter, but you don't have to be a whole group of people. It's enough. It's a whole lot of them, and it's enough to where they have they also have a public platform to where they're making black people look stupid. So yeah, if you're a black man and you're dark skinned and you say dark bitches bring dark days, does that not is that not embarrassing? Like, I'm not talking about just embarrassing like, oh, black women should be embarrassed. I'm talking about it's embarrassing as a fucking whole to like all black people. It's embarrassing to the fucking ancestors. It's embarrassing to everybody. It's a fucking embarrassment. Or if somebody says, oh, what the fuck I need, what I want black kids for, I'm already black. Or oh, my kids Spanish and Asian, their lives don't matter. Like, that is that not fucking embarrassing? And I'm asking you
As
as a
far as
black man, is
I'll
that
tell
shit?
you,
No, I'm
I'll tell
asking
you
you,
straight up.
is that shit
No,
not embarrassing?
not to me, no, because I'm an individual. I could disagree with some. Like if somebody says some asinine shit like that, I just don't agree with them.
But
But I
that's the
still
thing, though.
respect
That's
their
the
right
thing.
to have their opinion.
But that's
Same
the
way I
thing.
respect, black women's rights to have their opinion. But I'm not going to support the blanket statements either way. So I'm kind of with Big J on that. Like both ways, I do see the similarities in it. Just like a bunch
So
of these, just
this
like you
the
were saying, these
problem.
incels, whatever you want to call them, make these blanket statements. They don't know enough black women, or even have most of them don't even have relationships, ain't never been in one, and ain't healthy themselves enough to be able to talk all of that noise about somebody else. So they're speaking from either an anecdotal perspective or just a very, very skewed, shallow narrative. But a lot of them
Okay,
women are speaking on the
this
same
the
shit.
thing. This the thing. This is the thing. Um, it's not just one black man like just being loud about it. It's not. It's the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. So like, let's just say if a white man came out here and was like, oh, I don't like white women, or they got flat asses, they don't have no lips or whatever, they got rosacea, blah, 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 then white women really wouldn't have to give a damn because that would clearly be a weirdo in their community. That would clearly be an outlier in their community. It still don't have any issue. That still doesn't lead to any type of issues in their community. They're still the standard of beauty in their community and in a lot of other communities. They wouldn't have to give a
Not
fuck.
really.
But when it's like, when
Not
it's constantly
really.
black men
Not
doing that
really.
shit, it's like that's different than if it was just some one random white dude doing that. And there's nobody white that's even doing that. Nobody white even does that
Oh
shit.
yeah,
But black men do it constantly. But let me say,
yes they are.
oh
Yes, they
man,
are. Yes, they are.
all right, I ain't seen
Okay.
them. But
Okay.
Now, can I
oh no, I was
respond
gonna
real
say
quick
one more
before you go,
thing.
PJ?
Wait, shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn,
No,
Go ahead. Go
I'll
ahead.
give it. I want to
y'all
give it
made me
right back
lose
to
my
Big
goddamn
J.
train of
And
thought.
that's what I'm saying. Just because you hear a few black men with the loudest voices saying that, that does not mean that that's what black men as a whole think. And I would say the same thing about like a Cynthia G or even a bunch of black women that feel that way. I wouldn't even blanket that, amongst all black women, because even anecdotally, I done spoke to and dealt with
I
enough black women to know that they don't move like that.
I remember what I was about to say.
They don't move like that. Those are just individuals that happen to have large platforms and
Uh-huh.
loud voices.
Okay, well, I remember what I was about to say. There was this dude, I don't know his name. I think he was, I don't know if it was the Freddie Gray dude. Not Freddie Gray, but maybe it was the dude that got killed by a bunch of officers that got beaten to death. I'm not sure. But I remember like people were, protesting about it, blah, blah, blah. And then they found out that he had a white baby mama or whatever like that. And I'm not saying you're a terrible person if you have a white baby mama. I'm not saying that. But I remember Cynthia G, she said, doesn't it always end up this way? Like it's every single fucking time. So at this point, and I learned this when I was in middle school, before I develop any type of opinion about a black man, I'm going to do some research. Some people are just learning this in their adult age, about how this shit is and how this shit always turns out to be. Some people are just figuring this shit out, but I've been new a long time ago. So no, it's not a few people. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. And yeah, there should be no goddamn reason that everybody that gets shot by the police got a white baby mama or got tweets where they talk shit about black women or black kids or dark skin or nappy hair or whatever. That should not be a thing. And I understand we are colonized. I understand that we are under the influence of the oppressors, or and I'm not trying to say that like, I'm just speaking facts. I understand that, but at the same goddamn time, it's like, at what point are people gonna take responsibility for their own brains, their own minds, their own values, their own behavior in their own communities? Like the people that are influencing you do not give a fuck about you. And that's the point. They never gave a fuck about you. So it's like, you need to stop using them as the excuse for why you can't act right. Because they don't give a fuck. They want you to act like that. So stop letting that be the excuse that, the media, the system and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you're right. Because they don't fucking want you to win. So when you're going out here doing dumb shit, against your community, you're giving them a one up. Do you see what I'm saying? So like that shit, as far as being used by adults, the media and all that bullshit, we too old for that at this point. We're too old for that.
But we're also too old to be saying things like always, because even these stories about things ending violently or even somebody being deleted or whatever, I can even speak anecdotally. All of the stories that you see, I know of more interracial relationships, either between black men, white women, or even black women and white men, that literally last for years and end in death do us part, natural causes. That's the only way it ended. Than what I see on the internet. These extreme stories are literally fished out extreme stories that people put up there for views. They're literally a one-off. You're talking about one in every 1,000.
No, I think this is
relationships
this situation. I think this actually Janae's situation is a one-off, but I don't think it's a one-off that like every guy that black women want to march for, they get some tweets discovered from like 2017 or 2012 that says like death to all dark-skinned women. No, I don't think that's a coincidence. I think that's a pervasive cultural problem.
Yeah, you might want to get out more.
Okay, if you say so. But I mean, like I said,
saying,
it's not just me that's noticing this shit. Like she said, doesn't it always turn out this way? Doesn't it always? So it's like, why do y'all like burn the cape, put down your pitchforks, put down your baseball bats, Stop doing it. Stop doing it. I know that it's Black women' natural instinct to want to go out and help Black men. I understand that. But the thing is like they not down for you like that. They're not. So I feel like you shouldn't, your first instinct shouldn't be go out and say, oh, I'm going to burn this shit down because somebody did something to a Black man. When every single time you're going to see he said some bullshit about Black women a few years ago or last year or whatever, or that he's with somebody that's not even Black. Like, you know, it's Black women have been working for a long time. They've been working under the false assumption that we're in this together. They've been working under the false assumption that, you know, whatever they're doing to try to help the Black man is actually going to, number one, result in them being helped, and number two, maybe be reciprocated in some type of way. But now Black women are coming to their senses that the shit is like a black pit. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't matter what you do, it's not going to turn into nothing.
The first Black man that you should be
but that
concerned with
now y'all trying to
helping
make it
is
seem
your
like
own man.
but now
Hold
you're
on,
trying to
hold on.
make it
No,
seem like
that's
Black
your
women
own
just
man.
always
And if
been
you
this way.
don't
No,
have
Black
one,
women are coming to their senses. No, you trying to
I would
personalize
tell
this.
any
You
woman,
say, all
and I
right,
would
I'm not
say
even
the
about to. I'm
same
not even about
thing
to go there with you. We're not about to
any
do that.
man.
We're
The
not doing
only
it.
man or woman that you should be concerned with helping first is your own. And if you don't have one, you should be concerned with helping yourself. It's just like the protocol that they give you when you get on a plane. You put the mask on yourself first, then the person next to you.
Okay.
So if you don't have a person next to you, then that mask's supposed to go on yourself. So don't worry about helping me when you should be
So,
helping your damn self.
all right.
And as
So in
far
other
as Black
words,
women are concerned, the only
so in
Black
other
woman
words,
that I'm
I'm right.
concerned with helping is my own woman.
Okay, so in other words, I'm correct. So in
I'm
other
gonna,
words,
I'm gonna
I'm
help
correct.
I'm gonna help my woman
Okay, so
first,
yeah, he's saying.
and then maybe, yeah, maybe as a unit, we might decide that we want to go and help other folks. But other than that, I'm gonna help my own woman, and if I ain't got one, I'm gonna help myself. Like all of that trying to march for an entire demographic, like what the hell is that? The hell is that? That's why you got so many in there. That's why your entire demographic is at the damn bottom, because though nobody want to help themselves, but yet they want to help each other and every damn body else. So that's the thing right there. This chick right here, and my condolences to her family and all of this other stuff, her family and her loved ones, because that's an untimely demise, regardless. But at the same time, that's her situation. That's her situation. Right there. That's why I say I'm indifferent to it, with the exception of just giving my condolences to the family and the loved ones, and I hope that all of that stuff gets ironed out, and there's justice for justice and closure, for the family. But at the same time, what else is there? What else is there? That's the man that she chose, and that man was supposed to face the burden and responsibility of protecting his woman, and he failed. He failed. So, if he is, if he is the cause of her untimely demise, I don't think that's a white man thing. I don't think that's a Black man thing. I don't think that's a Black woman thing, or a white woman thing. I think that's just a crazy motherfucking thing. And believe it or not, crazy MFers come in all shapes, sizes, colors, demographics. It is what it is. But as long as people just gonna be shallow like that, and they can't really see past somebody's skin tone, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna end up with a crazy ass nut job that might just off you, if you end up with anybody at all. Big J, you still up here, bro? But I mean, most of these extreme situations and stories are literally a one-off. Like most relationships don't end like. I mean, to be honest with you, most relationships are going to end and end badly. Yeah, hey, Chago, I see you backstage. I can't let you up. Big J got to come back or something like that. But most relationships are going to end and end badly. Of course, they're not going to end like this, but they're going to end. Most of them don't end on a you know what I'm saying? They don't end in death do us part. They either end in just a an argument, breakup, divorce, what they call irreconcilable differences, whatever, infidelity, like that. That's regardless of any damn demographic. Like that. That's just kind of just how relationships go. You know, unfortunately, some of them end like this. And when it's like this, and somebody is posting all over social media and everything else, you know, it's going to get a little bit more attention. But I think that's a big problem, that people think that what comes up in their social media feed is like law. Those are the stats. They're not. Thanks, Pure. And I'm gonna read a little bit in the chat till Big J come back. So shout out to Love Wisdom. She said, unfortunately, the black community has a fetish for interracial dating, and low key gets turned on when a black man or black woman gets harmed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying right there. Like, people supposed to be indifferent, like especially if you're on some pro black shit. Like, you're supposed to be indifferent to this type of shit, you know. But even if you're not, I'm just like, this is whatever. Let's say, for example, if this dude's fiance was a white woman, what you telling me, like, nobody would care? Like, regardless, that's still the loss of life. Like, that's the man that she chose. So I don't see why it's such a big deal because she was a black woman. Like, that's crazy. You know, that's crazy. And I'm not saying it shouldn't be a big deal, because it's still loss of life. Yeah, it should be a big deal, but I don't think it should be a bigger deal just because, you know what I'm saying, she's a black woman and he's a white man. It's crazy either way. You know, either way. You know? So I think the issue is people have given up their physical existence for a virtual one. They've literally traded in their physical existence for a virtual one, and now people are living their lives vicariously through other folks on social media. That's the damn issue. That's the issue right there. Hold up, I got it. I can drop it in the chat, or I know Big J had it on his other channel, but I'll drop it in the chat for you, Queen. But yeah, that's the problem. So when people see this, it kind of hits close to home. And y'all know how this social media is, especially in these crazy ass spaces where everything has got to be divisive. Like, I'm telling you, it's hundreds of it. I mean, whether you agree with interracial dating or not, but you can find hundreds, if not thousands, of interracial relationships that are not like this. But that's not going to bring the views. If you bring couples up there that are just fine, and they're like, yo, we don't talk about damn racial issues and all of that other stuff. We just trying to keep everything. We just trying to keep the damn bills paid and enjoy life and stay healthy and all of that other stuff. Like that. That's what most folks are going to do in their relationship. What's up, Queen?
He said, "Let me up." Can y'all hear me?
Oh yeah, we
you?
can.
Oh,
Yeah, can
okay.
you let her up? Yeah.
There she go.
Okay, hey. Now I'm on my phone, and he kind of made me mad, so I accidentally knocked myself off.
Oh Lord.
Forgot. Okay, so yeah, he said, so you said, Auntie, that we shouldn't care about each other. So I guess he's saying that when something, and I agree with you. And no. Okay, let me not say that. you're basically saying when something happens to a black man, black women in general shouldn't care. I do agree, but I agree
I never
because
said
that's
that.
how.
But
No,
go
no,
ahead.
well, that's what it seemed like you say, but I
I'll
agree.
elaborate.
But
I'll let you finish, then I'll
okay, but
elaborate. Go ahead.
I agree specifically because that's your mindset. So yeah, I do agree. But I mean, I think it's abnormal for a group of people to feel like they shouldn't help each other. But I mean, that explains why we're a permanent underclass in society, because this is how black men think. This is how black men think. Like even you said something about child support. You said, oh, they created child support because of all the white kids that wasn't, I guess getting whatever they needed or whatever like that. Okay. But yeah, so somebody still, a white man, felt like they needed to come up with child support to make sure that the children in the community were taken care of. So I mean, you like you think you're making a point, but you kind of like proving my point. So yeah, what you just like described as far as people only caring about like the people that have something to do with them directly, I do encourage black women to think like that. Now I do, yes, because like I said, pouring into black men is not going to get you nowhere. So yes, that's why I agree. But what I'm saying is, I only agree that black women should do that for those reasons. But if black men were reciprocating, then yes, as a community, then black people would actually get somewhere. So yeah, I just think it's abnormal that this is like how we feel about each other. And I think that black women have just decided to step back away from this shit. And now black men are acting like black women have always been this way, but that's not true. Black women just deciding to throw in the towel because, like I said, they see that it ain't leading to nothing. So yeah.
Okay, so I'll elaborate. No, I never said that, right? I never said that. But here's what I did say, so I can understand how you might have misunderstood it. Look, what I said is before you can focus on a bunch of men that are not your man, you must first focus on yourself. Now, if you got a man, focus on him. Focus on him. Take care of your household, take care of your own life. And if you have no man, you focus on yourself first. And then you start focusing on the damn community. That's the problem. People are focusing on what's going on outside their home before they focus on what's going on inside of their home. And because of that, the homes are broken. They're broken, they're busted, they're screwed up. That's why your entire community is messed up. People are focused on what the hell is going on with this woman and her white fiance in Tanzania instead of worrying about what the hell they need to do to be as good as they can be, to be the best person that they can be and have a damn healthy relationship on their own. If people are focused on being healthy individuals themselves and cultivating healthy relationships on their own, guess what? More people would have healthy relationships with each other. But if
Yes.
I'm sitting here focused on you and what the hell you're doing, chances are I'm not focused on me and what the hell I should be doing.
Okay, but yeah,
And the
you're
thing,
you're correct. And I did kind of say that at the beginning of the stream that like people need to take more of a responsibility for the media that we consume and what we spend our time on. But at the same time, it just shows that we care more about demonizing the white man than, getting our own shit together. Because like, like I said, every time a white man, and I'm not one of the people that be like, oh, well, do Black Lives Matter? No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying every time a white man kills a black woman, we're going to, for the most part, we're going to hear about the shit, right? We're going to hear about it, right? But it's like, we already know like what the situation is in the community, but like, who cares about that? Like, I guess everybody's just more concerned for that the one white black woman that dates a white man every once in a while, one out of like 10,000 or whatever, I'm just making that shit up, is going to end up getting killed. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. But like I said, black women are engaging in this rhetoric too. So it's not just black men. People want you to think that I guess you should use somebody's skin color as a determinant of like how safe they're going to be around, when we already know that black men in general are relatively unsafe to be around. So it's just stupid. It's dumb. Nobody actually cares about it.
I would say this much, right, Chaco?
That's
I
right.
couldn't be concerned with domestic violence in relationships that aren't my own. Like I couldn't be if I were actually concerned about them. I would be more focused on the lesbian community. I would actually be more focused on the lesbian community because statistics show that domestic violence is a lot more prevalent amongst women in relationships than it is in interracial relationships or even not non-interracial relationships. If I were actually concerned with black women or women in general being harmed in a relationship, I would be more so concerned with same-sex relationships. But
Okay.
I think it's best for me to just stay out of other folks' relationships because I'm busy trying to cultivate my own. And once that shit is cultivated properly, then maybe I can go out there and set an example for the
I
community
have
on what a
far
good
more fear
relationship
being
should be
around
when
most
I got my own.
white men than any black man in my perspective. That's what I believe. I
Say
don't
that again?
feel safe. I'm reading Pierce comment. Pierce said I have more fear being around most white men than any black men. My perspective. I'm with
No
Pierce on
comment.
that.
I'm gonna say no comment on that.
I'm gonna
No
go with
comment.
Pierce because ain't
I'm
no
gonna leave
high
that alone.
profile. Ain't no high profile cases of black men murdering they damn spouses like these white men stay in the news for killing the
Um.
bitch.
I mean,
Okay. So
you
now,
got
okay. So
you
this is
got
the
more
thing. Like
reports of women getting beat up on by other
this the
women than
thing.
with.
This is the thing. There's fantasy and then there's reality. Like, and there's statistics and then there's anecdotes. Like I said, black people who want to demonize white people for whatever reason
Ain't
they
no
may have.
demonized. What's
All
that
right.
man name? John Peterson. Didn't he kill that lady? Pretend like he ain't know what happened to her.
Well, that's not funny. But yeah, he did. Yeah, he
Well,
did.
I mean, I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm just saying they like this is real common amongst white men killing
All
their
right.
damn
Well,
spouses.
all right. So
And
yeah,
then
I can't. It's the thing. Like, if we gonna if we gonna have like this type of conversation, to me,
Listen,
like
crazy people do crazy
it,
shit.
it would have to be like fact based. It's not just about, oh, I see this all the time, because the reality is, like, you know black women suffer a high rate of
black
femicide.
men are
And
in jail for
all right,
violent crimes more than black men. So
all
I
right,
don't know
yeah,
what
I
the hell
can't.
you sitting up here talking about.
All right, yeah, you're right. I can't do it. But all right, yeah, I'm just listen. All right, you got it, Queen.
Yeah, that's
Like I said,
crazy.
again, I believe it's a crazy motherfucking thing. It's not a
Well,
black
I
man
do
thing.
think
It's
it's
not a
a
white
racial
man thing.
issue because it's a white dude and then he went and killed her ass in Africa. So I mean, to say that the racial factor shouldn't matter is kind of crazy, especially
Okay,
if
but
they
you're
coming
saying
from
that
the.
he killed her. Who said that he killed her besides black social media, besides black Twitter and black Instagram and black TikTok?
That's what the
Who
news
said that he
stories
killed
I've
her?
been seeing. They've been
Well, I
leaning
mean,
toward that he's being investigated for her
he
murder.
hasn't been tried or convicted of anything. But they did take his passport.
And they're
Because they
investigating
haven't
him.
finished the autopsy. And
And
I'm
yeah,
not saying he didn't do it. I'm just saying that we got the black sleuths, the my spirit, the black people and their spirit and their ancestors and shit. They got somebody whispering in their ear or something don't sit right with them. That's who decided that he committed the crime of hanging her in the hotel room or whatever.
No,
That's
that's
who
what the
came up with that.
media
Those are
decided
not
because
facts.
that's what the news stories are saying.
Mm. Yeah,
So you're
because
saying the news
bro,
stories are saying
that
that
brings the
he killed
ratings.
her. That's what
The
you're saying?
news story is not saying that they're not saying definitively that he killed her, but the way that they're reporting the story is that he is the logical suspect in this case and that he's
And
being
he is.
investigated
They
for
not
this
Okay.
wrong about
murder.
And
that.
he could have done it.
He is the prime
So that's why
suspect. He
people
has to
are
be.
saying it, not because they black super sleuths and their ancestors told them that's what happened.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, he could have done it. He could have done it. But like I said, whether he did it or not, I mean, that doesn't mean that being around white men as dating partners is inherently dangerous. But that's what they
Well,
trying
I
to
don't
sell
know.
it
I
as.
think I'm gonna listen to the white women that have the closest proximity to white men, and most of them will tell you that the motherfuckers is dangerous. So I
Men are
mean,
dangerous. That's what I was saying earlier in this conversation. It's a man against woman violence. So it's, yes, men kill their partners, men kill their spouses. So black men is in the comments saying, ha ha, acting like black men don't kill black women or like black men don't kill white women. This is it's stupid. It's ridiculous. And yes, white men kill white women because men kill women. And yes, some women kill men, but of course that's a lot more rare. So like people trying to racialize this when the only racial thing you could really get, you know, or say for sure is that Black women have a very high rate of femicide. It looks bad. It doesn't look genuine, which we know it's not genuine. There's no genuine concern for Black women in the Black community. So yeah, but I just feel like, why are we worried about this when I'm sure I could go look at the news last night and find 10, 20, 30 stories of Black women that got killed by Black men? It's like, stop.
And that's what you would prefer that they put.
So you just making shit up now. You just making shit up now.
I'm asking because you just said that. Like, why would you say your
saying
exact
that
words just
this
now?
community,
Hold
this
on,
what I'm
hold on.
saying.
I'm going to repeat
All right,
what
go
you
ahead.
said.
Go
Your
ahead.
exact words were, "Why are we covering this when I can go on the news and find 30 stories about Black men offing Black women?" So you would. So now I'm asking you. I'm phrasing it as a statement, but it's really a question. Okay, I'm asking you. You believe we should be covering Black men versus Black women, like Black men offing Black women, and screw this story?
I mean, yeah.
So that's what I'm
because
saying.
I mean, can we first come to the conclusion that he actually committed a crime against her? Like, what are we doing here? But y'all love this type of stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, Black people love this type of stuff. And I don't want to be up here sounding like I'm defending white people, because I'm not. But I'm just saying, like, we know for a fact the Black community does not give a fuck about Black women. So why should we care when she got offed by a white man? Like, you don't give a fuck about Black women. Like, stop.
I mean, to be honest,
and you
though,
said that, and you said you don't.
No, I'm saying I'm indifferent to it. My condolences to the family. I don't think anybody should be offed by anybody when it comes to that. But this is not a Black man issue. Look at this photo. Ain't a Black man in sight.
But you don't care when they get killed by Black men. You don't.
I mean,
look, the Black community does not give a fuck about Black women.
I mean, to be honest, I got to be more focused on my family and the relationships that I cultivate. I'm trying to make sure that I don't. I already know the woman that I end up with is 100. The woman that I'm with is safe. Doesn't have to worry about none of that stuff for me. I'm just focused on making sure I ain't got to worry about that crap for a woman I'm with, and hopefully we can be the example of what a relationship's supposed to be in the damn community. But other than that, those people, that's issues between two people that ain't me.
But
other
you up
than
here
that, my
talking about it though.
to the family, like that's why I said I'm indifferent
and you in the
to
chat
it.
talking about, oh, Black men shouldn't care. Black men don't fucking care. Like, they don't care. Other than them saying gotcha, they do not give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck yesterday, they didn't give a fuck last week, so they don't give a fuck today. They don't care.
I mean, what do you really expect? Like, I never said you don't care. I said I'm indifferent to it as like a case or something like that. Like, this is not a Black community and Google the word
indifferent. Go on your phone and Google the word indifferent. Google indifferent, please.
Like, when I say I'm indifferent to it, I don't see it any differently than if I would have seen it if this were a Black man she was with. Okay, the woman went to Tanzania with her damn fiance and she ain't coming back.
If it was a Black man, nobody in the Black sector would be talking about it.
I don't see it any differently. It's a sad story either way, and it's not any extra bit of sad just because she's with a white man. And no, I'm not going to celebrate it because I wouldn't have celebrated it either way. There's nothing to be celebrated. It's a loss of life. So I don't know what you're saying. I think you're trying to imply that I should just care a little bit more because this was a melanated woman.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you don't care, and you don't have to fucking care. But I'm saying, why do we all of a sudden care because a man is white when we don't care about Black women? We don't. Like, as a community, we do not give a fuck about Black women. So, like, I need y'all to stop pretending like y'all care. You know, whether for the purposes of saying gotcha, I told you so, or saying, oh, white men are dangerous. You should be white men because they're dangerous. They'll kill you. Like, stop.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I would say you'll be with who you want to be with, but also be a good judge of character too. I've always said that. You be a good judge of character because not all white men are violent, crazy nut jobs that will off you. But if you are gonna be with a white man, you gonna want to avoid a crazy violent nut job that can off you. But the same rules apply with a Black man, an Indian man, an Asian man, or whatever. And I would say the same thing.
I agree.
Just be the best judge of character you can be. Yeah.
Exactly. I agree with you because she could have just been. Let's just say if he did do it, because they didn't determine that yet, because they haven't done the autopsy yet. But even if he did, that doesn't mean there weren't any warning signs. You know, if people choose to take money over, you know, their safety or money over their first mind, then I mean, you know, hey, but that still wouldn't have shit to do with him being white, though. It's just dumb.
And that I agree. That's why I said I was like that's just a crazy MFer thing, and crazy MFers come in all races and demographics. Like that just is what it is, and all genders too. You know, it is so. I mean, we need to focus on just being a good judge of character first, but all of that, hey, I got to get with a white man, or I got to get with a white woman, or whatever, just because of their their skin tone, you know, and their race or ethnicity or whatever. That's how you end up in messed up situations. You know, people are extremely shallow. So, like I say, I don't think it's just that, oh, he's a white man, and I mean, if he did do it or whatever, I think, if he did do it, yeah, she did choose the wrong one. She just chose the wrong man. Period. He just happened to be white.
I
Oh,
agree.
so like,
Yeah.
do I understand this correctly that both of y'all saying that there is no racial factor here?
How would
I
we
don't
know?
I
And
don't think so.
what would make us say that there is when men kill women? So is it a racial factor when black men are killing black women? Like, who said that he killed her? Who's saying
Yeah.
that?
People off people. That's
Where's
just
the
is what it is.
autopsy? Where's the
Um,
investigation
but
file?
But if you're going to talk about violent crimes in which people end up deleted, of course, men are going to end up the ones that are alive at the end of them more often than not because they're physically stronger. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just going to happen.
It's
So,
not
but
just that.
people
It's a
off people, that's
socialization
that's
thing.
kind of the way it was.
That's
I mean, I'm
false,
just saying
false,
that's just the
false,
way it
false,
is.
false. It's false, 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 false. It's socialization. It's also the hormones people have. Like men have hormones that make them more emotionally dysregulated. Even though you try to say women are emotional, no, men are way more controlled by the emotions, and their hormones make them more violent. So no, it's not about just strength. Anybody can pull a trigger.
You're absolutely right. Anybody can. Anybody can. But just like I said, when you're talking about altercations, violent crimes, whatever, if it involves a man or a woman, I'm sorry, a man and a woman, of course, more often than not, the man is going to end up on top when it comes to that.
It's
That's just kind of
okay.
how it works.
Okay. That all right. Well, if that's the case, then I mean,
Yeah.
yes, men do strangle women and other stuff like that. But okay, but what about when they come out the bushes and shoot them? Like that's not the point. Like that whole thing is not the point. Men and women have different socialization. Men and women have different hormonal profiles. So it's not just a physical strength thing. So it's
Yeah. But that's
way
what I'm
more
saying.
than that.
That's a crazy MFer thing if you're going to violently off somebody.
Yes, it is. But I'm saying that there's a reason that men do it more, and it's not because they're stronger.
Okay. Believe it or not, all right, when somebody is mentally unstable enough to just lose their shit and strangle somebody, trust me, if more women could actually get away with it, like without just some bitch fighting back, they would. They would. They just can't. They're just not
But
physically
that's
able
what
to.
guns are for. You see women when they
But
do
not
need to
everybody
kill
got a
men,
gun.
they'll
That's
stab
what I'm
them.
saying. Just like
Anybody
you said,
can get a gun.
you said more than
Anybody can
likely
get
a
a gun.
woman's going, more often than not, a woman's going to need a weapon to carry that out.
Women
A dude
poison
can do it
men.
with his
They
bare
shoot them.
hands,
They stab
right?
them. They hit them with cars. Anything. But whatever they do, men do all these things to women too. It's just that men do it at a higher rate.
Of course, that's going to happen at a higher rate, because they're capable of, like, they're actually capable of finishing the job at a higher rate because they're physically stronger. Like you're just
Okay,
gonna hear you're gonna hear
you're
about
not
more
getting it.
women that were strangled to death than you're gonna hear that were strangled to death by men. Then you're gonna hear about men that were strangled to death by women. You're
Okay,
just
but
going to
that's
hear
not the
about it
only
more.
way you can kill somebody. That's why the gun is referred
No,
to as
it's
equalizer.
not.
It's called the
But
equalizer.
but but hey,
And
it's an
more men
option for
still
more
shoot
men than it
women,
is
and
for
more
women.
men still kill women. with guns and other weapons.
All right, that's a good point.
Wait, what'd you say?
That's a good point right there. If you want to say they actually use weapons, at a higher rate.
Well, I think when it's just like a altercation, I think women actually use weapons more.
I mean,
Like
I haven't
technically.
looked at the stats, so I'm not going to fact check you, but I'll take your
Well,
word
yeah,
for it.
but I'm talking about as far as if you're going to kill somebody. I'm saying if that, men use weapons to kill women as well. So it's not like men don't. Well, I don't have to use a weapon, so I'm not going to use a weapon. So I'm saying that it's more than. I'm saying the difference between men and women is more than just their physical size or strength. That's what I'm saying. Men have a different temperament.
I'm just saying, when you're dealing with mentally unstable people, like this is just a higher factor, and like it's just going to happen like that. So when you're focused on your own mental stability, you're a lot more likely to not end up with someone else that's mentally unstable.
And she could have been, thinking with her pockets, and that happens. I use a similar example of this white girl in Texas that ended up getting killed by a black NFL player. My whole thing was I just felt like she wouldn't have been dating him if he didn't have money, if he wasn't an NFL player. But she forgot like all the reasons why she wouldn't date him if he didn't have money. But she felt like because he had money that wouldn't apply, so she ended up dead.
Okay.
So yeah, people can.
So she didn't assess the risk versus reward.
I'm saying that, I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm not even gonna, my whole thing is, Liz, if somebody gotta have a whole lot of money just for you to date them, because that's saying you wouldn't ordinarily date them. So what would be the reason she wouldn't ordinarily date just like a random black?
Because I'll tell you like this. Look, Oprah Winfrey, if I found out that she was a violent nut job psychopath that could possibly off me, if she just loses it and she's prone to losing it, there's no amount of money that can get me with that person. Like the risk doesn't outweigh there's no amount of money on earth that I'm gonna put my life at risk for. So if somebody's willing to risk their own life just to be with somebody with money, there's a higher chance you're gonna lose your life. You would rather be with somebody that's mentally stable and is concerned with protecting you rather than hurting you, right? Like that would make the most sense. But if you're gonna choose money over your own safety, guess what? You're risking your safety. And that goes to someone either just being a horrible judge of character, or maybe they did assess the risk versus reward and they didn't value their own life enough. They thought a couple of dollars was worth their life. I really don't know what was going through that person's head, but
I just feel like everybody is being premature because
I think we all. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, we still don't know what happened, and like I said, even if he did, King Pick said, I'm scared to call out white men. I just called out white men earlier in this conversation, so it's contextual. I'm not going to call out white men as it relates to committing domestic violence against black women, because that's statistically a non-issue. That's not, why would I mean, like, why would we talk about it?
I actually review a lot of body camera
white
footage.
men, and black women with white men have better relationships. That would be a stupid thing to be talking about, for me to be calling white men out about. That's dumb. Like, come on.
I mean, domestic violence goes on within all demographics.
Yes, it does. Okay. All right, King Picks. I'm not going.
I'm just saying. It's not.
Cool.
I'm just saying that's not race specific. So, I mean, but it happens when you're dealing with mentally unstable people.
Okay, but for him to be saying, I'm scared to call out white men, I'll call out white men when they need to be called out. So I'm trying to see, why would white men need to be called out in this situation? I just want to know. Why would white men as a whole, or as a group, or as a dynamic, need to be called out in this situation? Because they're known to commit domestic violence against black women? Are they known to like perpetuate black femicide? Is that why I should call out white men? Like, it makes sense.
I can speak from an anecdotal perspective. I've been in situations, even just out on dates on more than one occasion, where a woman has just fucking lost it and either started throwing shit or start putting a hand up in my face or some shit like that, like she about to fucking strike me. Ain't no second date after that. That's it. No, we're not going to make it work. And I don't give a damn what the hell you look like. You
Okay,
crazy.
yeah, I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying? You the type of person that'll put hands on me. You know?
Like King Pix says you've been
So
exposed. Stop getting mad at whenever black women date white men. It doesn't go well. That's not black men's fault. Okay, so first of all, you're incorrect. But I don't want it to turn into like I'm up here promoting interracial relationships. I really could give a fuck what people do, with their private parts. So yeah, but I'm gonna just tell you, you're factually wrong. You're factually wrong, and you're also a
Queen,
mod
if
for
you
game
listening, you got
changer.
somebody
And
backstage.
so yeah, you're an incel. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I mean, I don't see why we can't look at this. I think this is more of just an individual situation. It's not a blanket situation. I don't think it happens often enough for us to blanket it and break it down into some black versus white thing or even an interracial dating thing. You're dealing with likely, and I'm saying likely because just like you said, we don't really know the whole situation. But I think the likelihood in this, just judging by what I've read about this, um, it this is the prime suspect right here. I think you're dealing with a mentally stable individual, okay? And the person that got with them is a poor judge of character.
All
Or
right.
was a
So
poor judge of character. I'm sorry.
this person said,
I'm back. Hold on. I'm back. I'm
all
back,
right.
y'all.
Good.
Hold on. I'm
Bye.
back. What? Okay,
What
I'm
up, B
back.
Dub?
What did I
What up?
miss?
I
A
mean
whole lot, a whole
chocolate
lot of
kitty just came
copium,
in
a
the
whole lot of
bathroom.
copium,
What did I miss? So
a whole
somebody
lot of
called me on the
projection.
phone. I had to be away. So what did I miss, y'all?
I'm just saying. I mean, look, I've been in this space in these spaces
Oh,
for
okay.
years, and I've never had the blanket things about black women. Like not one topic at all have I ever, whether came on a panel or did it
Mm-hmm.
myself or whatever, and said, "Look, this is how black women are. This is just how black women are," or even like black men, because there's always enough like evidence that I could find to find it amongst multiple different demographics and genders. Like none of this stuff is, and most of this stuff that y'all say, the only thing that I've even blanketed as far as just women were concerned was paternity fraud, and that's because men can't do it. Like you can't. That's it. Other than that, I don't see how any of this other stuff is gender specific or race specific.
I just like to
I
come up
believe
here and say,
the issue is.
go
Go ahead,
ahead,
B
I'm
Dub.
listening.
I didn't realize you were on the panel.
And I don't
Oh,
even
No,
you're
put
I
not
didn't
going.
damn
realize you was on the
paternity
panel.
fraud like gender race, but I wouldn't even put that on just black women because that's on a bunch of well, like women of multiple different demographics. So, but go ahead.
White women doing the most. What are you
That's what I'm
talking
saying.
about?
It happens
So
all over. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Wait, hold on,
it,
fellas.
it's
With
just
that being
it's
said,
magnified. You know what I'm saying? And social media likes to magnify it to spin and push narratives, just like when you showed the Tariq Nasheed post. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna find a story and they're gonna push the same narrative they've been pushing for years.
look, all
So,
I'm
so Todd,
saying, right?
mhm.
Hold on. All I'm saying is, right, we are looking at this in a racial way, however, but nobody's thinking about the coach from Michigan that just got probation because the judge said, I listened to your wife, who's a white woman. And he had a white woman, attorney, and he's on probation. Whatever he got accused for, they're not giving him the book. My man is free right now. I mean, I listen to your arguments and then I see what's going on in the world. We overshadow things sometimes. I mean, am I trolling with that one?
I believe
Yeah.
some of this is shadow boxing. I think some of
Yeah.
it is
It's fun.
additional shadow boxing. That was some of these arguments are, because I'm sitting there like,
Hey, look,
really, black men ain't. I'm like, huh? Black women ain't, huh? And
I'll
I'll be
never
sitting there
forget
like,
what happened when
oh, here
Kobe
we go.
died.
Now, yeah. I mean, look, when Kobe that like that was sad. It was a freak accident. Um, and no, yeah. A lot of people had some very, very, unsavory opinions when it came to that. But I will agree with Choco Kitty to this degree. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of dudes that are using this story just to get a rise out of black women because it's the only
Oh
way they can
yeah.
get a rise out of black women. So I will agree with her to that extent. You know what I'm saying? And but we've been seeing that shit in these spaces for years, man. Ain't
No,
nothing
no,
but
no,
game chicken
no.
between both sides. So I would agree with Big J on that. So I think y'all were kind of agreeing with each other, with both of y'all points, Big J and Choco Kitty. But I think then Choco Kitty decided to argue with you about it. And like I said, it's just a game of chicken. Everybody wants attention from each other, and they have a very, very childish way of doing it. You know, instead of just saying y'all love each other, y'all want to hit each
There,
other in the
there's
back of the head and
there's
piss
a
each other
hundred
off.
men. There's a
You know?
hundred men right now. 100 men waiting to rub this in Crystal Swirl's face. You gotta understand, like
Oh,
it's an energy that has been fostered amongst our people, us here online. Not everybody's FBA. It is what it is. We all black at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to, right? That's what tethers are arguing about. Everybody black. So all this nonsense that people was talking about for the last 10, 5 years. They did the same thing when Kevin Samuels died. It's always the same shit. Like it all comes back full circle. And you know what's gonna happen 2 weeks from now? Something else is gonna happen. A niggas gonna start talking about Anton James again. Like for real. Shorty really doesn't matter. In the end game, nobody really cares.
you know what? I want World War III to happen so
That
niggas can
nigga,
stop talking about this shit. I mean, what is going to take?
it started
I
in
think Pure One.
2001. World War III started in 2001, bro.
No, but you know what I mean. I mean, I want to see.
No, I don't
We
want
don't
any.
want.
No, because that means nuclear bombs. You heard that guy's theology, right? Like after World War III, we'll be back to sticks and stones. No, no,
Uh,
Nick, no. I'm not promoting
how
it.
can my link ain't working inside the chat room?
Bro, no, it's working on your other channel. I had to go to the other channel and get it. I could put it in there for you though, real
Right.
quick.
I
I'll
think
put it
it's
in.
not on the
No,
mobile. It might
I
be
put
on
it in.
the.
I put it in. I had put it in the main chat for you. I just put it in the main chat. In your main chat. I got
Queen
you.
already got it. Queen already got it. She got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
But
mean, we don't need a thermonuclear dynamics on our
no,
skin for us to be a changed people, sir. Thank you very much.
no. At some point, it has to end. Vita, me, and you been here when this shit first started, right?
hmm I got
Around
18
the
years.
time, yeah, 18, 19 years. Well, it's gonna be 20 years this year,
hmm
right? I'm like, when is this shit gonna end? Because it's the same narrative. I'm like, I thought we supposed to be past this already. And then it doesn't help when you got bitch ass Sharon and bitch ass Brownsville over here,
I'm gonna answer you right
Anger
now.
Man doing this and fattening them, you know.
I'm gonna simplify your answer,
Go
and,
ahead.
and it's the same reason why we haven't gone back to the moon, quote unquote, until now, right? There was no economical resource to stop this. Everybody's getting paid, so nobody's willing to stop what we could stop. Everybody's a voice and
But
influencer,
V Dub,
but they get in the bag.
this is the new economic resource. Um, I
Well,
mean, look,
then,
I would agree with that to what Big J just said to a degree, but even like what Choco Kitty said to me earlier, she's like, "Oh, y'all just don't care." I'm like, it's not that I don't care. I'm just like, look, I would say the same thing to these dudes. If you got a problem with how women treat you or look at you or whatever, you know, or that they're not doing good for you, good things for you, man, go get you one. Go get you a good woman. And if you're telling me there are no good women, then that's it. Go live out monk mode by your damn self. And I would say the same thing, to the damn women. If you want men or black men for that matter to protect you, go get you one. But if you ain't got no damn man, how the hell you gonna cry about not being protected? Because I'm gonna tell you like this: my woman ain't trying to have me out here risking my life for some chick that ain't her.
they know that. They
For
know
real.
that. They know that because they feel the same exact way if they had a man. So I don't know where the
I'm
confusion
saying
is
if
coming
I
from.
say that I'm out here worried about 25 million black women that ain't her, I'm about to lose my chick.
So I got a question.
He come first.
I got a question. If this is a white man that murdered a black woman, why the hell is the discussion with black men and black women do to each other?
Man, you know how many channels I got kicked off for even saying that? I'm like, yo, if y'all like black white men so damn, I got kicked off of divestiture channels and stuff. I'm like, why is the conversation about black men when you saying that you all date white men?
Can
I
It's
don't
we?
get it.
always our fault.
I'm
It's
just trying to see.
always
So
our
we not
fault.
gonna wait till the autopsy come back before we say
Uh,
that she was
I
murdered
don't think
and who she
nobody
was
ain't
murdered by.
heard about no
Allegedly, yeah, we
autopsy
can say
coming back. I
allegedly.
Okay,
think everybody
clearly,
is,
clearly.
yeah,
hey
because
Trey,
everybody's working
Choco,
with the information that is being presented, and what is being presented is he looks like he probably is the one that killed that woman. So that's
All
what the
right.
discussion is
Yeah.
based off of. I don't know
And
why
It,
you
it,
fighting
it
so
does
hard.
seem pretty weird.
I'm
Like,
with the divestors. I'm with the
think
divestors.
about this though. If you in some foreign nation with
He
your boo
innocent.
thing, y'all gonna be attached to each other. Like, how the hell you don't know what the hell happened to your boo?
Hey, listen, I get where everybody's coming from, and we're looking at the emotional angle, but the divestors tell us that the white man's ice is colder. He can do no wrong. He can do no harm. He is the best of the best of the best of men when it comes to men. So listen, that man is innocent until we can thoroughly prove him guilty. He's
Well,
innocent in
who
my eyes.
cares? I don't
that's
Because
care
how
about
it's
none
supposed
of
to
that.
work.
What kind of conversation is y'all having? I ain't
I'm
understanding
having
this.
the one that they have when niggas get shot point blank range, and they be like, "Oh, that nigga said something on Twitter. He had white girls. Fuck him."
Okay.
That's the same
Well,
energy. I got the same
yeah.
energy right now.
And the
But I
thing
don't
is,
even
who
have that type
cares?
of
Like,
energy.
honestly, who cares about what black men had to say about this? Like, does anybody
Nobody.
care? Does anybody care? Who gives a fuck?
Nobody.
Like,
Nobody.
Well,
why would anybody give a fuck?
what was the main idea of the discussion?
I think that he okay. Well, let me just say, weren't you saying like this is basically brain rot, right? This is just entertainment for small minded people, and I agree.
Right, right. That's what's the basis, right? The base of my argument is social media is promoting bullshit like this that take us focus off of what should have been discussed about. And I never heard of this lady. Never heard of her until last week.
Yeah, I don't know who
So
she is.
That means
right,
you never
so
watched the Kevin Gates video? Jeez. Horrible.
Can I interject something real quick?
What's
Hello,
up?
everybody. So
Hey, Chris.
if white men as a whole have a good sanity level and are not abusive and are not deadly, why are white women not having children? And the next question will be, if they're doing what they're supposed to be doing and they're trustworthy, right, for these white women, why do they need to end birth control, force abortion to stop, and all of these other things if what they're doing is on the up and up?
Okay,
So clearly
Okay, I'm sorry,
white
go ahead.
women feel some kind of way about white men and don't feel safe with white men, which is why white children numbers are super duper low. I don't see that happening in the Asian community. I don't see that really happening in the Hispanic community. I don't see that happening in the Black community. But why is it happening in the white communities? Can somebody educate me?
I will.
Have you-
Okay, so to your first point, I never said white men were safe to be around. I said black men commit more domestic violence and femicide against black women than white men do against white women, and most other groups.
Incorrect.
But
Incorrect.
I mean,
all right, well, I mean,
white men.
that's a proximity point right there, and that's going to happen amongst all demographics.
well, no, I'm
Right.
not saying. I'm saying black women have a higher rate of femicide in their intra-racial interactions.
You're
That's what I'm
always
saying.
more
Amongst
likely
each
to
other.
be offed by somebody that's near you,
You're missing the
around
point.
you,
You're missing the
looks
point.
like you.
Well,
I'm
Like,
saying that
hold
black
on.
women are
that's the
more
case
at
with
risk
all
of
demographics.
domestic violence and
No,
femicide. That's what
we
I'm
ain't
saying.
even got to argue about this because when it comes to femicide, black women have a rate that's 3 times higher than white women. So, boom, there
And
you go.
then for your
Okay.
second,
Wait, hold on. Are we
Committed by.
going committed by whom? See, if he
Hey,
see
people
see
that
see
talk shit have a
and
rate of getting knocked the fuck out like 10 times more than people that know when to
Yeah,
shut the fuck up. So what
you
about
shouldn't
it?
have said
You
that, bro.
forget
That
about
like
You know what I'm saying?
lesbian.
Like, what the fuck about it?
unfortunately you can't take that back. I
Lesbian.
don't know what to say, bro.
I don't
You
have to
shouldn't
take
even
it back. It just is
say
what it
that
is.
shit.
You telling me that people get offed
I'm saying like
at a higher rate than
you
other damn
making you I'm
people?
saying
Like there are
you proving
situations
the
that
point.
lead
Like
up
why would
to
you even
that.
say some shit like that in the
You
middle of the
making it seem
conversation?
like you
Like
just walk down the street and get off
I
because
have
you're
a
a black
question. He
woman.
making
There are
y'all look bad,
situations that
bro.
lead
I'm
up to
going to
that
say
shit.
this.
He making y'all look bad.
Hold on.
He
I'm
not
going to
making
say this real quick, right? Uh, that argument does not work though, because I'm gonna tell you why that
it.
argument does not work. If you go to any country, any westernized country, no, not westernized. If you go to any industrialized countries, femicide is going up. Doesn't matter what country you
Yeah.
in, Australia, Europe, Canada, some of your industrial sides of Africa, it's you still seeing the increase of femicide. So you really just can't try to use this side gets more and more than the other. It's both rising. Femicide in all groups is rising at this point.
Okay, but black women still face higher rates of femicide than like most other groups of women. I think besides like but Native American women, and that's a small group.
And why do
Um,
you think that is,
By
Choco Kitty?
who?
Because
because
you
black
just said
men
out the
commit more crime than other groups of men. That's why. So I mean, if you want to go there, so
Well, hold
So
on.
wait,
Wait, wait.
as wait,
So
hold on. As a whole, wait, JJ. As a whole, you're saying black women get the most femicides committed to them, right? But are we counting the white dude that just did what he did? Are we counting lesbian relationships, or are we
There you
just
go.
talking about
they count all that.
What I
specifically,
said, because the
They
domestic
count
specifically
all that.
black women?
violence rate amongst women is higher than that of any other demographic.
Oh
Okay,
Lord.
Women,
it's just
same
a
thing.
question.
So
I'm just saying, if you're
I'm
worried
glad.
about violence against women, your issue is really with studs.
All right. All
I,
right. So
I
but
mean,
then
I'm
I
just
wanted to
saying.
answer to her second
That,
point though. Okay, so
You should be more scared of studs.
So
okay,
the
bye.
question I asked was, do white men kill white women more than black men kill black women? And it still says that black women are killed by black men at a rate um 3 times higher than white women.
Right.
Hold
Yeah.
on, is
So I
that
mean, it's
per
just
capita or
I'm
outside
not.
per capita?
um, but
Well, okay, so um it says in 2020 black women were murdered by men at a rate nearly 3 times higher than white women. For black women versus 2.96 per 100,000 for black women versus 1.07 per 100,000 for white women. Um,
Sounds
Black
like more
women
white women.
are consistently murdered at a rate 6 times higher than white women in some studies, with black women in some states, like Wisconsin, 2019 to 2020 being 20 times more likely to be murdered than white women. Interracial trends, the vast majority of homicides in the US are interracial. Victims and offenders are of the same race. Approximately 83% of female homicides where the offender's race was known were committed by individuals of the same race. This disparity is linked to says while white women are mostly killed by white men, the higher overall homicide victimization rate for black women means they are disproportionately affected by fatal violence, with 31% of female victims in single offender incidents being black, despite black women making up only 14% of the female population in 2020. And then they say black women are more likely than white women to be killed by a firearm, particularly in the Northeast and Midwest. Homicide is the leading cause of death for both black and white women, but black women bear a disproportionate burden of this violence.
um, I wanted to respond to the second point that you had made, Pure, before we get too far from that. But you were talking about like so the first thing I want to point out is that Trump won the election. So that means that people voted for him. So that means that white people voted for him. So as far as like his policies or whatever, like they know who he is, they knew what it was about, and they voted for him. So I mean, that tells you that what like their and I'm not saying all white people, but I'm just saying that tells you what their priorities are, and what they care about, what, you know, because they knew what platform he was running on. And number two, as far as, okay, so I must just say this, it might not come out the right way, but I just feel like white women maybe having less children. Okay, number one, because the more educated you are, the fewer kids you have, and people put off having kids for their education. So that's one thing. But number two, I'm just gonna come out and say it. White women have something called standards that Black women don't really have. So yes, Black women have demands when it comes to like what they want in a partner and what they're going to stand for, what they're not going to stand for. And Black women are out here having kids under less than ideal circumstances when they should not be. So yeah, that's
that might be a consideration. That might be a consideration. However, white women knew about the things going on in the Epstein files before we even considered it.
Yep.
B-Dub, check this out though. Choco Kitty just agreed with me though. I just said straight up, people need to be a better judge of character. So she just pretty much said that Black women, this is what Choco Kitty said. I didn't even say this, but she said that Black women primarily, they don't have the same standards in relationships as white women do.
I agree. Let me respond to Auntie real quick.
I wasn't even done yet.
Okay,
go
all right,
ahead.
go ahead. Okay, so I was gonna say yes.
No, I was just gonna say
no. Yes, you're right. Black women do need to improve their standards, but at the same time, Black women can only choose from what's available. So don't get too far on that. You see what I'm saying? If they don't have enough decent men to go around, that means everybody can't have a decent man. Not everybody can have
Hey, hold on, real quick. Hey, she responded to me. Let me respond to her real quick, because that's the funny thing about it. Because if you have, they can choose from what's available. You have option A, which is Black men. You have option B, which is white men. You have option C, which is other demographics of men. Then you have option D, none of the above.
Exactly.
So
can I say something about
so you're
standards,
making it seem as though option D isn't an option.
No, option D is an option. It's definitely an option.
Can I say something about standards?
Before I'm with an evil, ignorant, crazy ass bitch that's going to off me, I would prefer to be alone. I'm just saying. That's common sense.
Go ahead. I love these hot topics.
So what I wanted to say about white women's standards, because when she speaks about standards, these women didn't have the standards when they were growing up. They developed standards after going through trauma. They developed standards after going through relationships that were abusive and nearly being put to death. They created standards. So a lot of white women that you think have standards didn't have those standards when they were teen or in their early 20s until they hit like 30s or 40s.
Hey, Pure, let me tell you, I think
people will just to be with somebody, they'll get with a deranged psycho nut job that will off them.
I think
that's crazy.
Her TikTok is broken, because mine says or shows me the white women that are exposing the white men for the dirty draws, the abuse, the neglect, and the way that they treated them all while during their childhood. So my TikTok shows me what the white women are saying. I don't know if hers is showing her that. Maybe her algorithm is different. I sounded like Rollo just now. That's fucked up. But yeah, maybe her algorithm is a little bit different than mine. But mine shows the white women complaining.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, they are complaining.
Well, like I said,
mine as well. They are complaining.
But what are they complaining about?
I mean,
what are they complaining about versus what? They're not complaining about the same shit. Black women ain't really complaining, but you know, what are white women?
I'll tell you what the white manosphere. I can tell you what the white manosphere is complaining about right now. Is that they go on dating sites and women ask them who they voted for, and when they find out they voted for Trump, they're getting no dates. So white women have a lot of white women that these white men want aren't dating them. aren't responding to them because of their vote.
That's the truth. But believe it or not, dating numbers, marriage numbers, all of that stuff is down.
In the tank.
Yeah.
Like
In the
all
tank.
of it's down.
In the
Yes,
trash,
all
garbage
of it is
box.
down across the board. So
Yeah.
can we please stop with the black man versus black woman
Oh no,
shit?
I even saw
hey
a
Queen,
study saying
And
like
and
Queen.
hash out. Hold on, let me
you
finish.
got
And
people
hash,
that are 70 plus years old that are statistically having sex more often than people in their 30s.
can we hash out the
Seriously.
conversation that Big J originally presented? Because how this turned into black men versus black women is fucking insane to me.
Right.
Like, how did y'all even get here?
The point.
We are the culture.
But see, that was the point of the live stream. Y'all got to move out of it's black men against black woman. Y'all really got evolved out of it because Choco Kitty, I guess she went and left. I guess right.
She'll probably be back.
She'll probably be back.
Left. Because
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's crazy. Like if the conversation was supposed to be,
hold on. I have an axe to grind.
Oh,
don't you ever mention me on that other goddamn channel?
Oh,
because I'm about to spend my gold coins on some of you heifers.
Oh shit!
You talk all that shit about me on the other channel.
So what did I say about you?
Here is the thing.
What did I say about you?
I don't think you was talking.
No, but you were cheerleading.
You was cheerleading.
No, but you were cheerleading that. You know what? I'll be quiet. You be quiet.
No, I mean I'm confused at what you're talking about.
I want you to go to Sandman.
Sandman.
Are you talking about me?
You know who I'm referring to.
Are you talking about me?
Now let me.
Because I only got I got 10 minutes.
You was there though.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm confused.
Yes, I'm confused because you were talking about that earlier, and I said,
"Go ahead."
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about because you named two people, and I don't know which one you're talking about.
I'm really getting. When you was on Stroke Face channel,
I don't know who that is.
Stroke Face kept the narrative. I put white women above black women.
Who is Stroke Face?
Because she heard something with you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about.
I don't.
And then,
Can you give me a
she played video and argument.
I don't know.
Hold on. But you heard an argument between me and before Christ.
I want to see Stroke.
You heard a situation between me and before Christ. She took that and you came on the panel. You came on there talking shit.
But what did I say? Can you refresh my memory? I don't remember. So what did I say? I don't remember.
She from Louisiana.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, boy, that shit thick.
Hey, Choco, okay, your gumbo won't make me sick.
I get a Big J.
I don't know how to make gumbo.
I'm just playing.
I don't. I wish I did.
I'm still pissed off about that shit.
Do you recall what I said?
I'm still pissed off about that shit.
What did I say?
You got screenshots.
Say it again. Say it again, please.
What did I say? What did I say?
Detroit.
Well, say it again for me.
Okay, I don't know if she's getting there, but I literally got 9 minutes.
She on 30-minute break, fam. We gotta wrap this up.
No, about that. My piano lesson about to start. So
y'all vote in the poll.
Okay, you gotta play some
I can't see what it says. Yeah. Okay, but anyway, so you're not gonna tell me what I said?
I'm like, I'm gonna say this
they can vote in the poll by just
I mean,
putting the number in the chat. StreamYard will read it.
It sounds like we're having two different conversations.
That's all you gotta do is put the number in the chat. Yeah.
Hold on. Hey, everybody, be quiet because I'm talking. Now the thing is, you know what? I'm gonna move past that for a minute. Move past that for a minute because here's the thing: y'all ladies need to go to Sandman and listen to Sandman talk about white women. Y'all need to go to Hammerhand racist ass over the white man and listen to him talk. Now he talk shit about black women, yet though he be dragging his own white women around. Y'all need to go over there and see them do the same shit that black men be doing the same shit over here.
I
So
only
you're
want to
not
see
gonna tell
white
me what
women
I said?
drag.
I wish y'all just stop saying it's just black men. No, but you were cheerleading what was going on. You
So
were
I didn't say
cheerleading
nothing. What you
that
saying?
false narrative.
I don't even
Wasn't
remember what
it?
the narrative was. Like you, like if you
Hey,
gonna
Big
say something,
J.
just say it. Like what you? I
But
don't know what you're talking about.
Big J, wasn't the Asian nigga talking about black BBCs all over the place? Like,
Oh
I'm
Lord.
good,
Right.
man. The black American
Look,
man is the
China,
pinnacle right now. Y'all good.
right. What's his name? A Chinese historian.
Chinese
Man, he's
historian.
part of the Asian manosphere. He's part of the Asian. He be dragging his own women and dragging white women and dragging black women too.
Now,
So
Big J,
I
how
wish
do
All
y'all
you
just
y'all, all
get
stop
sucked?
three of
saying
y'all,
Dragging
it's
on
Big,
just
women
three of
too.
y'all,
He ain't
black,
he
all
ain't
black.
three of y'all.
Big J, Big J, how
I
did
wish
you
y'all
get
stop
sucked
saying it.
into? How you get sucked into the conversation that you was trying to admonish people for having?
You can't help it.
Because
It's bullshit.
because 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 what what happened to me 2 months ago? I'm still pissed off about that shit. Because somebody was trying to protect. Because somebody was trying to protect Brownsville and Sharon, and so homegirl over there created a fucking narrative.
Oh, wow.
And you and Queen, I know what you told me. Big J, don't go to war against that woman. Don't go to war. But just it's slander. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It's just fucking slander. You don't slander my fucking name and say that bullshit. Oh, Big J hates black women. Really? Well, I'm the one. Hold on, nigga. The nigga put two racist white people up there calling every black woman all nigga bitches, but yet Big J hates black women, but yet I'm the one defending tyranny. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, he won't let me on his panel.
I'm the one defending conversations with MJ. Get the fuck out of here. Why are you over there trying to sew up some fake ass bullshit online? And
Oh,
y'all over here believing every goddamn thing that comes out of her goddamn mouth before Christ. You're too old. I'm gonna say this about her and Reg. Y'all too old. You're in your 50s and 60s. You're too old talking about young people's relationships.
oh my.
I remember taking up
I
for you,
will
Big
say
J.
this much though, Big J though. I think that's a big mistake right there to really defend anybody in these damn spaces, because people come back for that abuse and the insults. Bro, you can defend somebody over at these damn channels and they'll be right back tomorrow for more of that shit.
Well, you
So
gotta let them
like
hash this
I'm
out.
not gonna defend somebody who's gonna keep coming back for more.
Let them hash this out.
For
Like
real.
the women that call Kevin Samuels.
Oh
Cause
wow.
you
What the
sully my
hell?
name. You sully my. Listen, I will sue a bitch over that. I
Oh
can't
my
fight a woman,
God.
but I sure will sue one.
What is happening?
Do y'all
Big
Definitely
understand
an
that?
nigga.
Big Day,
Do y'all
Y'all
understand
don't,
that?
Big Day.
y'all don't know about the
Sako
gasoline
said that
enema.
she was defending you.
I
When?
did defend you. I did defend you on the other panel because I said that there was one time you did take Queen's side over a biracial. I said that. So I don't know. The other person said that don't count because a biracial ain't white. But I just said, I don't know about that. So I don't know.
A biracial? Who the hell was that?
Oh,
Don't
okay.
don't worry about it.
Hey,
I don't want to be messy.
Oh,
Don't worry about it.
hey,
don't worry.
Big J.
I remember it. I remember
Big
it.
J, you remember when I was on Soul's thing and I was like, Big J got loyalty, like he don't care about nothing else but loyalty. So anything outside of
Yeah.
loyalty, your ass is an open target. But he loyal to a select few of people, and that's it. Like if you fuck with them, you fuck with him. That's it.
Okay, so my question is, all right, aside from the racial thing and the damn gender war, what is significant about this story that should be a conversation, or should this story not be a conversation at all?
It shouldn't be no conversation whatsoever.
If it's
I'm
gonna be a
not.
None. It
conversation,
should be none.
if it's
It
gonna
should.
be a conversation, it should just be about like, let's just say he did it. It should be all that glitters and gold. And sometimes people do, I think, have higher expectations of white men or they might have like a halo effect. And the only reason I say that is because like that girl Sade Robinson, the guy that she got killed by, he looks completely deranged. Like he looks completely psychotic. And so the girl was very young, you know. So, but I don't know if maybe she was listening to people and be like, okay, white, 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 white. But you know, the fact she couldn't
Cynthia
tell that
G.
something was wrong with him, you know, I don't know. But yeah, I don't think anything's wrong with dating white men. You know, it's to each its own. It's more of a character thing. And if there were signs that he was not a good person or violent or whatever the case may be, that's what you should be more concerned about, not if he's white or, you know, whatever.
That nigga had $100 million in 2024. He was
But
no
that's what
signs of violence.
Hey,
that's what
hey,
Auntie was saying, right?
what's the price tag on a human life these days?
Yeah, but he lost $100 million in 2025. So who
I'm just
knows what
saying,
kind of
'cause
stress that nigga was
my
going through?
life ain't worth no damn 100 million.
Nope.
So isn't that what Auntie had been saying, that it is based on a judge of character?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is. And you know, I would see some of y'all who get on these panels. Y'all don't live among white folks. Y'all don't.
Well, you know, it's
The
not
things
even
that
just
I see, the things that I see. No, I'm going to have to sit there and say this because the things that I see, y'all would have to take some of that shit back. Some of the shit that y'all say, oh, black men ain't this. Black man, if you go do, man, listen, I live among white folks. I'm telling you, you don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. This whole white man's ice is colder shit. Y'all need to drop that shit. Y'all might want to come down to these small towns and stay for 6 months. You'll see some dirty shit going on. People
I
getting beaten up.
mean,
And
People getting
these
shot.
white boys don't
You know,
care. These white boys don't care nothing
yeah.
about
No,
they women whatsoever. And then
that,
look, if they
that's a
fetishize them
lie.
black
But
women, I get it.
so
Hey,
here's the
listen. You
thing
said
There
though.
ain't no
you said
lie.
that's a lie?
It's
yeah, it's
yeah,
a
Oh
it's
lie.
not
shit.
it's definitely not a
They
lie.
care
I
about
live
their women. Let's tell you, they care about their women as a matter
this
of
is
pride,
crazy.
as a matter of pride.
No,
So
Ooh,
they
and
that's
that's
and
don't.
that's
not
the
having
thing.
no
That's the
Okay.
thing. They have something called pride, and they do
N-
associate their
no,
women and their
ma'am.
kids with
You
pride.
really think
No,
that?
ma'am. What you
You
were
really
Listen,
think
seeing,
I
that?
gotta
hold
jump
on.
off,
What you
No.
are
but
seeing
Okay,
is Southern
charcoal,
hospitality and
Whoa.
Southern standards. I'm up here in Washington. This is the whitest fucking state besides Utah I have ever been in. And baby, if I was white, I would not live here because this shit is ghetto as fuck. Okay, this is
I'm
some hood ass shit. I'm like, oh wow, this is how y'all live for real, for real.
Yeah,
This is what
yeah,
y'all
yeah,
do.
cool.
This is some.
if y'all still on in like 45 minutes, I'm gonna be back. But yeah, y'all have a good one.
All
All right.
right,
All
come
right.
back with that
Well,
Mozart,
See you later,
that
Taco.
Beethoven.
well,
I want a
But see,
symphony.
Big J, this is what I'm saying. I don't think it's about the social media spaces. It's about the limiting of themselves in these social media spaces because you ain't got to go far to see what some of these white men think about white women and how they think
Mm-hmm.
about women in general.
I
And
know,
I
Yep.
think that these folks
I
sit up
know.
in these think tanks and where they spew ideologies and they don't know realities
It
because
should be very apparent, though, Queen, looking at the legislation that
All
they are trying to
go ahead.
propagate right now with Project 2025. It should be very apparent how they feel.
yeah, but for some people that's too obtuse. You know, they looking at the little interracial little dating things that's being promoted on the TV and in the commercials, and they're looking at the houses with the white picket fence and the two children running around in the front yard, and they think that that is the reality. When you are actually on social media, you can actually go to where these people are and
Hmm.
get and glean a bit of what their reality is. But people don't do that. People tend to sit up in think tanks where people are going to verify what they already believe, whether it's true or not. And that's
Yeah.
the issue. People need to expand their mind and their horizons. Now, if the thought was simply, if her premise was simply men are dangerous to women, well, that's a point to be made.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a discussion to be had. But to take this discussion and then make it a gender war thing between black men and black women is kind of crazy. And I just don't understand how these conversations always devolve into that. Because really, we should be talking about why we don't get out and expand a more amongst other people if we won't live in this world where we want to know or assume that we know about people. So you got a whole internet space that's pretty much infinite, but you still stuck in this one spot creating ideologies that ain't true.
But
Well, I just want
Queen,
to speak
you
on the
get
picket fence thing. Oh,
All you have to do, and yeah, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, real
Because
quick.
I have to
I
go to
was
work
just
though
saying,
soon.
Queen.
But
I think you're
the thing
giving
is,
people a little too much credit.
go ahead.
Most of these people, especially in these spaces, and I like what B Dub said earlier. People, look, they're slaves to their own algorithm. So if this is the content that you consume on a daily basis, continuously, it's likely the only content that's going to come up in your feed. And after enough time, it becomes reality to certain people because that smartphone is in their hands or in their pocket or in their purse or on their desk all day, every single day. And you're dealing with a lot of people that are, number one, extremely shallow. They can't see past what's just basically just right in front of them. Everything got to be what it looks like. And then you also dealing with a bunch of people that literally only know how to have one conversation. That's it, because it's the only conversation they've been having for years.
But
can
doesn't it make it a situation where you are basically limiting your reality and thereby creating some form of psychosis for yourself?
Absolutely.
People got to do better. That's the conversation that I feel like we should be having. But go ahead, Pierce.
Living in an
no,
idiocracy.
what I wanted to say is that I watched like at least 100 different women's channels, white women's channels in the last 2 months, where their spouses have been compulsive cheaters on them. And ultimately, what was the thing that was spread, that black men can't stay married, they can't stay with one woman. And here you have all these women in different channels that are coming onto YouTube, because I don't do TikTok, but they're from TikTok, talking about how they've caught their spouse cheating, not only cheating with other women, but also cheating with other men. Now, these are women in relationships, white women in relationships with white men. Okay, so that's one component. And I also know personally white women who on the outside, you see their homes, you see their cars, you see what their husbands provide, but what you don't see is what that woman is going through in that marriage and the abuse on a daily basis that she takes. And these are women that have been married for 25 plus years that are constantly abused physically, emotionally, and mentally by their husbands, their white husbands, and they stay because of the financial security. So there is a trade-off. Like Auntie said, there's a trade-off. So they're taking the financial security from their spouse, but the daily abuse they're going through and the emotional abuse and the physical abuse is not being spoken of. Do you know what I'm saying? So people think maybe they have it all together, but they don't.
I mean, I would
Because
agree with
all you
her,
have to do,
with that. But even if you want to look at it with demographics and everything, because we don't have any stats to. I'm not going to say Pure is wrong with what she said. We just don't have any stats to back it up. They would actually have to poll, like, I don't know, at least like 50 million people or something like that. Like, poll and interview them
And
and get
we know
something out
white
of that
people are so
to get
honest
that.
about their
But
lives. We know that, right?
understandable. But I guess you would have to strap a polygraph to them too. I don't know, but we don't have any stats to back it up. What we do have stats to back up are the divorce rates. So just to go to what you said first, as far as when they say black men can't stay married, those are pretty damn even across the board when it comes to blacks and whites. Now, it may be a little bit skewed, or there might be a larger differential when you're talking about Hispanics and Asians as far as divorce rates are concerned. But with blacks and whites, it's at 70% across the board.
Mm-hmm.
Across the board in America.
So basically,
Well, I'm
if
going. Hmm?
go ahead, BJ.
No, go ahead, Queen. Go ahead.
So I'm
I'm
just
not
saying,
gonna do
most
nothing
as
but
far as
keep
black
steering
folks
the
and white folks, most
conversation
marriages
away
end
from this gender
prematurely
war
and end
shit
badly.
because I think this shit is insane, and it makes no sense that people cannot have forward-thinking conversations without it always degrading to a gender-based conversation, and I don't think that that's what this string was created for.
Yeah, but we have politics that are
I want
geared
people to
toward
think
gender-based
and
law legislation.
right.
But
Yeah. Okay.
the
Okay,
live
like
stream.
the woman I was trying.
I think Big J was Borgin or something.
The point is this, right? Yeah, I'm Borgin. Hopefully,
Well, you
okay.
good
Can
now,
y'all
I
hear
think.
me?
Yeah.
So, like, what happened in Idaho last year? What happened in the some of these political meetings? Women are being dragged and everything else. So I
Yeah.
mean, and I'm talking about when it comes to white. See, I've seen white men doing this, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
nobody ain't picking that up except for white people and Asians. But we don't sit and we want to sit and think it's just us doing it. It's just no. Go outside and you'll see it differently. That's why I told Choco Kitty, why would you go to Sandman's channel and Hammerhand? Why would you go to the
Mm-hmm.
Chinese historian's channel? Look, the
Mm-hmm.
Chinese historian was roasting his own mama for being a hoe. He did
Mm.
that. He did an hour
And
long
yeah.
video roasting his mama. Go over there and find it. Yeah,
And I would
yeah.
Wait,
agree.
Roasting his
whoa,
own
No,
whoa.
mama.
I
What
would
you
agree with
say?
what Pure just said. If you go to these not just white manosphere channels, mainstream manosphere channels, and even a lot of these conservative channels, they're gonna tell you the number one enemy to society, America, is the liberal white woman. That's the way they see it.
Right.
Okay? And
The
they've
liberal
said it
white
multiple
woman
times.
or the
So I
You
feminist.
got a question. I got a
The
question.
liberal white woman or the feminist.
You
Yeah,
said
the liberal
that
white woman and the feminist. Yes, that's what they say. Um,
you said that he did a video dragging his mama. Was it a video or a live stream?
It was a video. He dragged his mama. He called his
Oh,
mama.
that's
It's one of his
diabolical.
videos. He said the video's called I'm moving to China. I'm moving out of Canada. That's I think the video title. I'm moving out of Canada. That's when he dragged his. He said I'm going back to my mama because my mama's a hoe and my mama slept with too many men and I got to take care of her ass. Yeah, he went in. I go back to China because she's a hoe. Man, I'm
You
listening to
know
this shit and I'm sitting here
that's
like
crazy.
I'm saying like it was some diabolical shit and I'm sitting here like. Wait a minute. If this was a black person saying this, a black man, everybody would be sitting there talking about it.
Well, you know
Hey,
that's
Big J.
interesting because I had a client that asked me to give them a reading to see if their mama was having sex, and I was like, "What?"
the fuck?
Hey,
Why
I
you
was
Big
worried
like,
about
J.
what your mother doing? That's
Hey,
weird.
hey,
"Bro, that's I
That's some
was
hey.
weird
like,
shit.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, Big J. The Chinese historian, if he was black, that nigga would be a top roaster.
Yeah, man. 'Cause he be
This
roasting.
nigga be over there cooking. He
He be
cooking.
roasting people. He be cooking people, man. I be laughing at some of them, man. I be laughing at some of this roast. Cause some of this shit was out of the way he sounds and how he talks and everything with that Chinese accent. It be funny as fuck though.
Okay.
Listen to him roast. That's just funny as fuck though. But at the same time, if you listen to him long enough, you be seeing he be dragging his own women. He be
Oh,
going after
he
white
dragged all
women.
y'all.
He be
He
dragging
dragged.
black people hard. He be dragging niggas hard. That's why. What's his name? The rapist dude kept coming at him sideways. Yeah. Chinese historian ain't man.
I forgot what
That
was
shit
it?
be
What was
funny
the
as
white
fuck.
guy? What was the white guy from New Zealand? I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I haven't seen him seen him in a while.
The white guy from New Zealand. He be doing the
But
same thing.
but
Man,
And
before
look,
I'm
look,
like,
I drop
I'm
down,
like,
because hey, I got to drop down in a second. I would agree with what Miss Queen Sun Kiss said. I don't even see how black men became the topic of discussion right here.
Yeah.
With that story right there, because I'm like, ain't black man in sight. What the hell you talking about? Like this is a black woman and her white fiance in damn Tanzania. The hell
In
this got to
Africa,
do with
that's
American
crazy.
black men?
Nothing at all.
Absolutely nothing. That's why I said I'm indifferent to it. Because it's all, I mean, my condolences to that woman's family. I hope they get justice and closure, her family and her loved ones and everything else. But that's the same way I would feel no matter who that happened to. No matter who that
Yeah,
happened to.
like
But other
I
than that,
hate that your ass
I'm
got
not
killed,
taking
but
none of it personally because
yeah,
it ain't got nothing to do with me.
what do we have to do with
Yeah,
anybody?
That's domestic
basically.
violence. If it was domestic,
Then why aren't we having a domestic violence conversation? Why is we having a gender war conversation amongst black people? That is crazy.
They only
because
know one conversation to have, Queen. But Big J,
foundational
man,
Black
thanks for having me up,
Americans.
and I got to drop
All
down.
right. All
See
right.
you
Good
later,
convo.
Ann.
Peace, and
Peace out,
you know,
Pure, Miss Queen. Salute
Later,
D Dub.
Auntie.
Peace out,
my
man. Thanks,
man.
Big J.
Oh, always a smooth dude. Always. It must be the Florida sun. I promise you. But listen, foundational Black Americans are always going to be blamed for the major topics, no matter what you turn around. And I know y'all hate me saying FBA or whatever, but we are always going to the main. We're going to be the main topic of discussion. The main pinpoint is always going to lead back to us for some reason. I don't know. Trump bombs Iran. Them niggas in Brooklyn and in Chicago is the reason. Period. Like that's just
What?
how it's supposed to be. Trump bombed Iran, but them niggas in Brooklyn and them niggas in Chicago is the problem. That's the narrative. It's always gonna be the
I don't
narrative.
know nothing
Shorty
about
get
that.
killed. Shorty
That
get
sound
killed.
crazy as hell.
Black Americans. But you say it sounds crazy until you turn on the news. It's like, yeah, but Black Americans in Brooklyn shot 2 people, so Trump has to cut down the Straits of Hormuz. Like literally, that's like Fox News 101.
I don't know what the hell kind of news you watching, but that shit sounds insane.
Now
Mm-hmm.
listen, I have never
But
not found a way for Black men in America to not be involved in something that we had nothing to do with. Even y'all are considering like Black American men have nothing to do with this, but we're the focus of conversation right now. This is not even America. It's Tanzania. It's a bunch of
uh,
black men cops there.
the only people that is having this conversation are the people that can't get away from the gender war shit. Because again, we have not discussed what social media has to do with this particular situation.
Oh, she was a social media influencer. She was a video vixen. She was posting everything on social media. So, sadly, people on social media who followed her as she was a quote unquote influencer found out that she stopped posting around April 6th, 7th, 9th, something like that. And then we found out that she was long deceased around this time. So that's why social media is involved. Just a
Well,
context for
well,
that.
well. Part of that is what was said on social media. What she
On
said on
her
her account.
side, or
On her,
yeah, that's her
I
Twitter.
mean,
That's her Twitter account.
yeah,
So
yeah, on
what
the
did
Twitter
she
account.
say?
Oh, she this disparaging things about Black American men, and that's all we need to hear. That was
Yeah,
it. The same thing Black women
yeah.
said about Botham John or Kobe Bryant or the other white guy who was hopping over a fence. A black guy is hopping over a fence in California and got shot. You had an Asian baby
Yeah,
mama.
Steven, what's his name?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
the same
Steven,
thing
what's his
we
name?
heard from
Steven
the women.
something. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's all the same thing. It's a
yeah. Not
recurring
yeah.
cycle that people haven't jumped out of. If we're all in a freaking hamster wheel, running around, forgetting about that. We need to be talking about some reparations to these Democrats, or we need to be putting these elected officials' feet to the fire, or we need to be trying to do something for our community, specifically in the context of any election that's going on right now. There's so many other things we could be talking about, but you know what? It's fun to talk about this right now, and I'm having fun. I don't know about you guys.
Can I
I'm
tell you
not having
something?
fun. I
It's not.
think
It's
this
not.
shit
It's
is
not fun.
stupid. This is rotting my fucking brain because I can't understand how several adults can't change their fucking conversation to have a conversation of substance. What the fuck is we
Um,
doing?
well, we started the conversations with the substance of this
That there is
tragedy
no
that happened.
substance here. There is no substance in black men do this to black women and white men do this. We know that women are physically at a disadvantage when it comes to men. That and it's always been that way. That's a known fact. But how social media is warping people's mind, that's a conversation to have.
I don't think he did it.
What?
I'm just saying. I'm on the side of divestors. The
Yeah.
white man can do no wrong. His ice is colder. Mr. Charlie is better. So I'm on the side of the
Wow.
white man right now. Yeah, I sound like a dick, right?
Wow.
It sounds stupid, right? That's how I'm feeling for right now. And
No, it
listen,
sounds insane. It's insanity.
I don't
Yeah.
wish harm. I wish that lady was still alive and back in Miami and like going to the club or some shit. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
she need to be out here living her free life. She don't need to be dead in a whole other foreign country where they not even gonna care about her body. She don't need that. But
But like what I said, like what I said at the beginning of this live stream. I said, how come nobody exploring the third option? Maybe it's somebody
random as hell.
who is a local. It was a random. Like like
So
like like why you just automatically believe it's just him?
so can what happened? Because I did not go look at this
Now,
story.
now I will say. Oh, so what happened was they went to Tanzania, Zanzibar. They had a little excursion. He proposed in front of a white tiger. I don't know if it was AI, but whatever. He proposed in front of a white tiger. Soon after, we hear that they had an argument in a hotel. They were separated from rooms, so he's in one room, she's in another room, and she ends up, quote unquote, um, swinging from a tree or whatever inside the room. 11 hours after her going to
Wait,
the
she
hospital or
was
whatever.
swinging from a tree in the room.
I'm trying to use a different word.
Word. He's trying to use a different word.
The tree
You
was
know.
in the room.
No,
Nah, but anything that
queen.
you can swing
Wait.
from was in the room. A
Yeah,
fan, a
yeah.
pole, a pipe, a shower.
Okay, so she
A
was
door.
playing
Yeah.
hangman in the room.
Right. That's
Okay.
quote
Yeah.
unquote
Right. Yeah.
what was
Yeah.
said. 11 hours later,
Yeah.
homeboy calls the family, lets them know she's in the hospital. Everything will be Irie. And then the hotel calls and is like, everything is not Irie. She no longer here. Right. But then homeboy's on Twitter talking about new Forex accounts and things like that you could buy. So
Well,
I
then
see
he
where the
did it. The hell?
yeah, no. I see the optics of how everything is. But when divestors talk about these white men, you
Oh
know,
my god,
their ice is colder, and
this shit is insane.
they can do no
Mm-hmm.
harm.
This
That
is
is
So
insane.
insane.
no, it's
So
insane.
I
I just
just
want
asked a
people to
question
realize.
about what happened, and rather than have a conversation, you started talking about fucking
I told you what
divestors,
I told you what happened. I just gave you the whole rundown.
and then
Homeboy
you
was on
started talking
Twitter.
about divestors.
Yeah, I had to tell you what the divestor said that him ain't do
What
it.
the fuck do divestors got to do with this conversation?
The reason that this conversation is always gonna go left into black men, and the reason that it happens on the other side too. It's so I'm actually agreeing with your stupidity, but I'm trolling in the midst of it because this is how these conversations happen. Stupidity. We all stupid in a sense, but
No,
the
we all
fact
not
is,
stupid because all of us don't sit
we
up
all
here and
stupid.
have these type of conversations. This shit is insane.
Just
This
because
shit is
this
irritating as
conversation
hell.
doesn't just because this conversation doesn't entertain your stupidity doesn't mean that others conversations don't. Right now, some people
Okay,
might
so
have a
well, this is the
passionate.
thing because when you look
Okay.
at the live stream is framed around social media, not a fucking gender war. So
And I'm trying to explain it from as many social
I
media
blame.
points as I could.
I,
I can
I
keep
know,
going.
but see, okay, the premise of the title, based on the title itself, because I left. Somebody called me on the phone. I was gone for like 20 minutes. I should have, But anyway, the point is because of the the hate speech that's been going on YouTube far too long. YouTube never checked it. Twitter never checked it. Check these personalities, and now since we've seen these tragedies, everybody is boxed into this. Oh well, you hate all black men, or you hate all black women. you're gay, blah, or you're incel, all of that. Rather than, this could have been stopped in the bud when social media should abide by its terms of service in their community
Which we know they
guidelines.
never do.
Yeah,
Well,
right, which they
they just
never
had that
do.
lawsuit, so maybe they'll stop funneling this shit the way that they funnel it. Because I do agree, the fact that this is my issue. My issue is a lot of these conversations, these circular ass arguments have been going on over 15 years. It's like, how can you not realize that your mind is not processing anything beyond this wall that you created for yourself? Every time you have a conversation, it diverges back to the same shit. So you as an adult, your mind is not growing, it's not developing, you're not exploring new ideas or anything. You're stuck here. How can you as an individual, and it's so many individuals that do this, and nobody thinks anything is wrong with it?
Well, the only reason why I reverted back to gender warring is because we literally have legislation right now against women, and it's gender based.
But we not having a legislation conversation. That is my issue. If there are issues that stem from this that are outside of a fucking gender war, then great. But that's not the conversation that I've been listening to since I've been on this panel.
Nobody has had
Okay.
healing. Nobody has had healing from any of this trauma that we've been through for the last 15 years. There's no been reconciliation. There's no been arbitration. People have been choosing their sides and sticking to their sides. And so now it's ingrained behavior.
And this is what's so insane about that, because
how is that
what
insane?
trauma?
That's 15. That's a generation of behavior. You said what trauma?
Yes, what trauma? Because
that's a
most
whole
of
nother
these
show.
people, have not experienced this stuff in reality. So this is psychosis. This is
Queen. No.
insanity.
Queen. These people didn't grow up in a place where they were outside of the dynamic of cyber lifestyle. Most of our kids,
Most of these
and the
people
other
are our
people
age, and we did not grow up with no damn cyber any
no,
goddamn
we
thing.
did. We had MySpace, we had AOL AIM, we had Black Planet.
Sir, we
there's
went
so many
outside
other
and we played.
No, we went outside and played when we were kids. When we became
and we still
teenagers
went
and
outside when we was adults. The internet.
No. When we were teenagers and adults and beyond,
No,
we went on
when
the
I was a
internet.
teenager, the internet was just
Nigga,
now
when the
coming
last
out.
time you went outside and played basketball?
Queen.
The internet was just coming out when I got to high school.
This is why, in V-Dub, you said it on Soul Providers channel when them niggas were to drag me on Soul Providers channel. You said something. What my goal was. I won't
take out the leaders.
Take out the leaders out. I want the leaders.
Why? So brand new leaders can come in their place.
No. Hold on, Pierre. Hold on, because we talk about the leaders. I want the leaders gone. I want Obsidian gone. I want BGS, Anchorman, Sandman, Hammerhand. I want Fresh and Fit. I want them all dragged up in front of Congress. And I want people to ask them, are you a hate group? And if not, what are you? That's what I want to see happen.
I understand that part.
I want to see that. Pierre.
No, I'm gonna say.
And once all of them go, you still got Sharon, Anton, and Fatty. You got all of them, and then after them get gone, you got a whole nother crop of them. And I'm saying that the issue is not taking them and getting them pulled before a congressional thing. The issue is what? Hold on, let me finish. The issue is the algorithm and the way that it's being presented, because the only way that these people get to sit up in these think tanks and feed themselves erroneous ideology and foolishness for so fucking long is because the algorithm keeps feeding it to them. It is stopping them. It's not even pushing or forcing them to go look outside this paradigm that they've created in their own mind.
Which is why if you allow me to finish the point, because this happened on Sober Advice, and nobody was on Sober Advice channel except for V-Dub, right? Which is why I want them gone. I want the BWE out of here too. Especially their little melt, and especially the men who peacocking for the BWE. I want them to be called up. I want the goddamn divestors. I want Christian Swirls to be brought up too. Bring all of them up over there and ask, are y'all a hate group? And if not, what are you? I want
Is
that to be
Crystal
asked
still
each and every
around?
one of them. I want them
Yeah,
out of
she's
here.
still around.
Yes, yeah, oh yes, yeah.
The name is
Unfortunately, she's still here.
comma
The thing is,
Andrix.
Oh my God.
right. So
My fault.
and then I want Mark Zuckerberg, and I want the guy who's part of YouTube and Google to be all sitting right there on that bench in front of halls of Congress or any state legislator. I want them to ask, are y'all a hate group?
Okay, well, how about all the hate groups?
Hold
How
on.
about all the hate groups on X with Elon Musk, all the neo-Nazis? Are they going to go up there too?
I want them all. Get them all. That's the point here. I want them all gone.
Here's the problem.
That's the whole argument.
Here's the problem, Big J. Most of them are run by YT men, and the algorithm is allowed. Because I've been trying to get a Sergeant Willie P's video summarized through my AI, and it's been sending me to all kind of other car videos. And I'm like, I know I downloaded or copied the right link. And every time I post this one video, which is talking about white men and why they're failing, it will not summarize the video for me. So listen, these white dudes are protecting themselves as much as possible. However, the white women on TikTok and other places are exposing them. And I'm just loving it, because I spoke to JB Gunner years ago, and I specifically told him, I said, black people are the canary in the coal mine. We've been living through matriarchy forever. Prepare for this shit, because that's coming to you. And he thought
I never thought I'd see the day that these white women were going to come out and do this. And I'm so happy to see it.
It's a pure white society is about to turn into a matriarchy here in America, and these white boys ain't ready for it. They gonna crash the whole hell out. They don't understand what it is to be under a rulership of a woman. But now you finna learn, and guess what? It's gonna be the hard way. You're gonna have to live under her house, under her rules. She gonna make more money, and you're gonna have to deal with it. Sorry, but not sorry. Nigga, that's what the position you put us black men in for hundreds of years, for at least a good 100 years. You put us black men in that position, right? It's your turn, motherfucker. Deal with it. I don't want to hear your complaints. I don't want to hear your grievances. Don't complain. Don't go to Congress. Don't burn down the House, the Senate, and the judiciary. No, you eat it. Because this is the society that you fomented within the lower class. And now the oligarchs say, hey, you the same as them to me. You the new nigga. Eat it.
Can I eat my stream? Big J.
The mud seal class. Yo, go ahead.
It'll take 10 seconds. Hold on.
Oh, whatever, Irishmen, Englishmen, Ellis Island whites, whatever. But listen, what came to us is coming to y'all. We've been dealing with it for 100 years. 100 years of dealing with something. You know how to just cope.
I don't know if it's coming to them because white women are. Well, I don't know, because white women are not wanting to birth children with them. So I think they might be in the right fear, because extinction might be on the way unless they fucking straighten up. And are they going to straighten up? I don't think so.
But pure, they're abusing children, eating children. They're doing all kind of things that was in the Epstein files. They're a little bit extreme. And if I was a woman in their community, I'd be like, I'm not giving you a child either. So what? You can touch them? No.
Yeah, look at all these preachers, these Christian white preachers and stuff. These neo-con preachers. They are doing all that.
Y'all know I interracially date, and most of them tell you they ain't fucking with them. But I'm sorry, Big J.
Well. If they can sit there and ignore the fact that you bombing Palestinian children and didn't bat an eye, or
Mm-mm.
bombing a church and a school and killing 250 children in an Iranian school, okay, you didn't bat an eye, okay, you know.
They didn't bat an eye when they were genociding indigenous people off this land, or doing what they did to black slaves when they brought them over here. So where did they fucking grow a conscience? You tell me.
They haven't.
Okay, on TikTok, because the new white woman on TikTok is like, hey, everything that y'all just said, they say white women were a part of that, and we need to be ashamed of ourselves. And I said, that's why I was like, Candy or with a Choco Kitty. I'm like, what was your TikTok talking about? Because mine is like showing white women as a very angry at the white culture.
Very angry. I've been watching a
They're
lot of
very
videos.
angry. Yeah. So I'm seeing a different bro, and I'm not looking for it. I'm scrolling, and the shit is showing me this. So I don't know what she sees on hers, but I know what I see on mine. And the white women are angry as fuck, and they really are not popping, and they're like the brothers.
Like I said, I watch so many videos of these white women that are in marriages with white men, and they have children with these men, maybe a couple children, or even the ones that don't have children. And when I was in Texas for a month, I didn't have nothing to do but watch these videos. And I am talking over 200 different channels where these white women have been cheated on by these white men, and they want divorces, and they want their husbands out, and they sold their husbands' vehicles that they had in their name, the woman's name. And so all the things, all the stereotypes and all the bullshit that they placed on black men
All
is
these white boys
exactly what
dusty.
these white men are living out. They are doing the exact things that they put a stereotype on black men. So it's eye opening.
Hey, Pure, can you not tell me how dusty these white boys are? They make black dudes look like the cat's meow with the dustiness that they doing right now. And I get
Yeah,
it,
some dusty
but
shit.
it's dusty as hell, boy. It should be in y'all name, house, all that shit. At least a nigga try. And we look like we trying. These motherfuckers is failing, and they just putting it on y'all or on the white women in their communities, and then they get abusive when it doesn't go right. Oh, trust me, I know. I dated
No,
them. I know.
but it's bigger than that, V-Dub. It's bigger than that. It's social policy. They're crashing out so bad that it's becoming social policy. Oh, we're gonna lower the age of consent.
Yeah.
We gonna you know it's reaching to that
Did
point where
you
it's
not
part of
read some of the Epstein files? What are you talking? This is what they wanted. Project 2025, Epstein files. This is not something new. It's not something that I wanted. I'm cool with
All
the
right.
almost status quo.
Well, I made a couple videos about that, Big J, just recently, and that because they want to drop, these preachers want to drop the age of consent, because they want these young women to be in poverty having children like they had before. It's a control system. And back in the day, in my mom's age, when they were having when women got pregnant, or little girls, young girls got pregnant, when my mom was growing up, they used to put them in Christian church places, facilities, and then they birth the babies, and the babies would be taken from them.
Right,
Good
Taz.
devil.
Taz
Oh
was trying to
shit.
say.
What up, though?
Yeah.
What's going on, Taz?
Probably pimping.
I'm good,
Yeah, what's
bud.
going
No,
on?
I actually just wanted to know what because I got in late, so I wanted to know what your argumentation was for blaming social media. What's up, Pure? It's been a minute. How you
Hey,
doing?
Taz. I'm good.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
wondering
what?
what you why you was blaming social media for it.
Because of the algorithm that promotes the hatred shit. And the promotion of and not following by their community guidelines. That was the whole point. Celebrating somebody's death, for one. Second of all, allowing somebody to say, well, all black men need to do this, all black women need to do this, all insert race, insert sex need to be extinguished. I mean, it helped bred what's going on now with this particular lady. So I mean that was the original premise, but it went. I left the live stream, and then it came to the gender war stuff.
Yeah, I think
So
the
hold on.
algorithm. Let me be honest. I think the algorithm, right? When it punched on Shorty and certain key figures talked about it, it spread. I don't know if it hit mainstream media as of yet. It's hit certain local dynamics, but and TMZ or whatever. But I think like once the folks, black folks, our folks, got to it, it caught on. Because I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of other black women that died in Africa that we ain't talking about, especially in Ghana. Now I know there was one that got like unalived in her crib or her complex. We didn't talk about it like this. This is probably white dude, black chick, algorithm. Now Tariq got hit, O'Shea got hit, academics, whoever got hit that'll throw it into the algorithm and 220,000 here, 220,000 there, a million there is gonna see it. Yeah. Now everybody's talking about it. So the algorithm is always gonna catch. Like everybody talking about, okay, Taz, you get it. Everybody talking about Anton. Algorithm gonna hit. When it hit, it hit. Everybody talk about it.
Well,
It's like that new shit on the street.
That's why I want the social. That's why I'm glad YouTube lost that lawsuit last month. I want to see the whole goddamn shit go down. I want to see it. You know,
No, like
I
18 years of content.
Yeah, I won't. No. I want bitch ass BGS and bitch ass anger man to go over in front of halls and come and ask them they're part of anger. That's what I want to see happen.
You still beefing with them niggas, bro?
I want to whoop their asses, Taz. I'm on that level. Oh, I ain't chilling.
BGS is articulate enough to handle himself. AG, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. BGS can handle himself articulately, but AG, that's a different ballgame.
I ain't saying you're wrong, but I just don't. I don't know if there's a benefit though, Big J. I don't think you're wrong for feeling that way. I just know it ain't really no benefit in. I mean, losing your temper and shit over these motherfuckers. Like they make money doing this shit, and they ain't gonna never change. Like they trying to get to the quid.
Told y'all. Same shit I said.
I know. It's the same thing. I know. Taz is repeating what with VW, what you just said. The thing is, I see it as a I don't want to sound conspiratorial, but I'll sound. Somebody is behind trying to divide people artificially for political and economic reasons.
No, it's just the money. It's only the money.
Who do you think that is, Big J?
I think it's people from the who I know somebody gonna say I have TDS. I think it's part of the Trump machine.
That part right there.
Yeah.
White supremacists.
So,
but then it can't be part of the Trump machine. It's part of what came before Trump because these people have been here forever.
Yeah, but I'm saying Trump because they hitched the wagons to Trump to get him across the finish line. That's what I'm saying is Trumpism.
Yeah, like the man with the little mustache.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we use symbolisms. That's why Tariq Nasheed is the fall guy for FBA when we honestly know, hey man, I got people that's buried here in a cemetery from my family from the 1700s. I think I'm foundational to this nation, or I think I'm heritage to this nation. And forget what he said. I am a part of this complete nation, and that's a problem. You know why? It's the man. Tariq is the man with the mustache, but he ain't that man with the mustache. He's just the man with the mustache that people don't like because he get his bread, he get his money, he a hustler. I get it. But listen, I'm trying to get my money too. However, I get my money. I'm not inspiring, a couple million people to be like, hey, this is who I am. I get my money. This nigga got his money on some other shit, but he got the rest of y'all understanding. Hey man, we different. We didn't commit that crime. It's minute shit that. All
That's
right,
why I
I'm gonna
say
take the
that the
piece,
most dangerous
not the
men
whole.
are white men, because white men, and I'm not saying, disclaimer, I'm not talking about all white men, I'm not talking about a whole racial, it's the mindset of white supremacy is the problem. It is what has created all of this genocide across the globe. It has done all these different horrendous things. And it's still the head is from Revelation, the head of that white supremacy body of the beast grew back. It's right here in America, and now it's
You get
spreading
7 heads.
globally.
You get 7 heads. There's more. There's more
The
than just the
severed
one
head,
head.
yes.
Yeah, it's all good. Hey,
I'm
listen.
going to have to go. I'm going to have to go. I'm going to put my side on private for a while because some of the things I said should have been said. But yeah.
What do you mean shouldn't have been said?
I gotta do a panel one day.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be at work right now.
Nigga, did you call out? You black people not going to work is a damn shame. I'm just
I don't
joking.
give a fuck. I got so much.
Yo, you sound worse than me, nigga.
I don't give a fuck because I got so many vacation hours I can use, but I know I'm gonna take my ass to work, man. I need chill. I ain't go to work just to chill. That's what I do.
You better not use your vacation hours for YouTube. You better fucking take an actual vacation.
Nigga, oh god, I love black people. Hey, look, fuck them niggas and fuck that job. I'm on your side with this bullshit. I did the same shit today. I talked to my boss at my other job. The nigga like, I want to give you more hours, more days. Are you with it? I'm like, nigga, fuck the other job. Give me more money. Give me more days. I'm leaving them other niggas. Listen, I'm good, bro. I get it. I got some new shit about the drop. I got a book about the drop. Man, I fucks with y'all people here on the YouTube streets, but y'all not my bread and butter, baby.
Yeah.
I'm on these streets. I gotta get it. Gotta get it. Man, hey, shout out to Taz, man. I used to have like a riff with you and feel the kind of way, but you know what? You be spitting your shit. Psychopatheus, on the other hand, that nigga weird. I gotta talk about that. But
Cycle is weird. You can't.
I don't
this
think
nigga weird.
Him and Renee.
Okay, so you want to tell me he not weird? This nigga
to
said.
me he's not weird, no.
Okay.
Who?
He asked black Americans if we feel like we got a lottery ticket for being born here in Black America. Nigga, what? Yeah, that was debt peonage, Jim Crow.
Well, I don't know. They
I
was
can go through the list.
on one panel playing choose your colonizer. I was like, something's wrong with all you.
Yeah. But Psychopatheus is an admitted person. He's from New York, if I'm not mistaken. Him and Wacky, they from New York, and they both have. Unfortunately, I hate to say this,
colonized by this group of Europeans rather than that group of Europeans and all that kind of weird shit.
Queen, they have non-American descendants. They don't have cemeteries of their people here in America, and I think that affects a lot of people because I can go touch my ancestors' tombstones, and I think that people who don't have a cemetery here with their ancestors buried here have a confliction when it comes to what Black Americans are owed. And they feel like we might not deserve it because they don't have the same origin story. I can go touch my ancestors. Like I can go touch my great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather, great-great-grandmother. I can go touch their tombstones right now. They don't have that.
I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. You know.
All right, Big J.
Have a good evening.
I wish I was off. Oh yeah, I got 2 interviews I need to start doing. Yeah. I won't be doing lives that much. Yeah. I'm gonna start dragging people with these interviews. That's what I'm gonna start doing. God damn it. But anyway, yeah. And niggas, let me say something. The niggas are mad at me about that Aaron Fountain interview. Niggas are mad about that shit. Ooh, man, they're mad. They're mad about that shit.
Shout out to Aaron, man. I'm gonna holler at you because I need to get that nigga on my show. I got a few questions in the book I'm about to drop. So Let's get it. Let's
All
do
right,
some
man.
real YouTube shit. Fuck these red pill, blue pill, purple pill. Real niggas need to just talk. You might just be a real nigga, Big J. Sorry.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take my country ass to work, and collect this white man's check, and and I'm gonna see, I don't, I be I be looking at people like, I be going to I'm looking at these panels and like, y'all can't be serious, right? Y'all don't see a pattern that is not just y'all, and what y'all talking about pales into comparison what really is going on. I mean, I just be looking at them like, and somebody please tell Sergeant Woody Pete stop having that logical loop. He's saying the same damn thing I heard him say when I went in 2007.
Ooh, what's
Bro, man, like, bro, you're in your 40s now.
whoa. I'm trying to figure out what part of his conversation are you talking about? Because I give him some credit, but I sometimes it's like, nigga, leave this
I
shit
mean,
alone.
he goes right back to the patriarchy, and black women don't understand what patriarchy is, and the black woman she don't she don't know the understanding how about the power dynamics. He said all that shit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I get
bro,
where he's coming from. I think he's trying to look at a futuristic. He's trying to play chess and look at it like 5 steps ahead, and realize that patriarchy is going to end up coming back to a forefront based on what Donald Trump is doing. Now, if
no,
Donald Trump fails, we'll be back to the standard. But
no,
if
no,
So
Trump
we're
is
no,
supposed to be under
successful,
a dysfunctional
no,
patriarchy because that's
no,
what the fuck
no,
this is.
no, pure,
Patriarchy's not
pure.
coming
That's
back.
what they're trying.
No, patriarchy's not coming back. I'm tell you what's coming.
It's dead.
Even if even authoritarianism is coming. It's not patriarchy. Patriarchy's done. I don't know why. I don't know why people. Okay, if you giving half of the population freedom, no, I mean women, their own ability to own a house, credit cards, all that.
Given freedom? What do you mean given freedom? Women are earning it.
Period.
Hey, look,
Let me.
Big J,
I'm
Big J.
going
I'm
somewhere with this. I'm
don't
going.
go there. Don't go there. Look,
The,
Big J, don't go there. What happened is women earn and they become equal, and the shit is over for white men. Let's just keep it 100.
right,
Black
right.
men have been doing this shit for 100 years plus. Both of us, black men and women, have been doing it 100 years plus. White men have been in control. They get these jobs. They get $100,000 for being fucking idiots. And now stupidity is not being rewarded. It's
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
So
It's over.
So I was telling this to old girl who I was dating at the time. Fuck her too. But anyway, um, the thing is, I was trying to explain this to her that there's gonna be matriarchy is not coming. I don't know why I don't know why people talk about there's gonna be matriarchy. No, matriarchy is not coming. What's going to happen? There's going to be in the next a generation or two. There's going to be where even egalitarian society where it's going to be equalized across the board. That's what's coming. You
Well,
look
that's
at the
what should
trends
come.
and the
No,
right, right.
no. White men about to go through matriarchy. Sorry, bro. I feel where you coming from, but they're about to be fully affected by the systematic position that they put black men in for a very long time. And listen, what goes around comes around, and the oligarchs do not have jobs for them. They will have to be matriarchs because the women of all our communities make more money, have more higher positions. They're in better. Nigga, if you don't know how to fix a car or air conditioner or plumb, you're not making money. Our jobs have now become the servicing of women's houses, homes, apartments, and structures. Why have
Hmm.
y'all not seen this yet?
And my thing is this, right? It's also the premise of it's like what Ty City said, and I know Pierre gonna get upset when I'm gonna say it, but
Gang, gang.
it's not just gang. What the first thing Ty City said?
I
Grandpa
forgot it.
sold you out. He said it.
Oh,
Grandpa
oh,
sold
oh.
you out. It's over
Oh,
with
them
for
old
y'all.
niggas with all the houses? Oh, nigga.
Well, I know my
It's-
grandpa didn't sell nobody out because my grandpa fought in World War One.
I know
He
that.
didn't sell nobody out.
I know that
No,
pure, but
pure. When you pass, how much land from that legacy will you pass over? Because I know when I die, my kids get 1.5 acres each since I have 3 kids. 1, 3. They might get like 2 acres each when I die, but I'm gonna get 6 to 9 acres when the people before me pass. So, like, what type of shit has been left for white people that's like that? And not a lot
Well, I
of
know
white people can even have that conversation.
my grandpa built his own house that
Right.
my grandma lived in, and he
Right.
died in that house. And it wasn't
Right.
even, it was just a block. You know how like you have a corner block lot? That's all he
Right.
had. And my grandma used to just create her garden, can food for her 9 kids, and she would put that food away for the winter time, and that's what they lived on. He was a carpenter after he got out of the military. He didn't have a lot of money. He did not have a lot of money.
You didn't need it back then. You didn't need a lot of money because you could grow your food. You can eat your food that you grow.
Yeah, but he
Okra,
also didn't have a
watermelon,
lot of
corn.
land either.
Hey, listen, you make what you got into something. My grandfather, on the other hand, had about 100 and something acres, and it's split between the family. And each time somebody dies, the piece or the share gets smaller and smaller, which is weird. But I've acquired a bunch. Man, Big J, go to sleep. Peace. I fucks with y'all.
all right.
Let me get up out of
All
here.
right.
I gotta go to the gym.
Boot me off,
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
J.
yeah. All right, then.
Good night, everybody. But good night, Queen.
Peace, pure shit. I gotta come back and do a show later. I'm doing a show later.
Okay. Oh, you are? Okay. Okay. Go over to V Dub's channel and continue this. I'm out. I gotta go. I'm out. Peace.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.